So we are going to get this started underway soon. I'm going to go over all the stuff I just spoke about, so the actual VOD itself isn't crazy. Alright everyone, welcome back to the stream. Sorry for the delays before. Everything should be working now. We have Global taking on RokaHeat here in the semifinals of the ESL Winter League 2016 playoffs. Going to be a very exciting game. Tomorrow we have Celsius taking on Fire Pizza as well, so don't miss that. So as you can see on the screen, these are the players, these are the rosters that are competing for each team. So for Global, we have Taz, Kimpa, Saifez, Epi, and of course, Delcor. Over on RokaHeat, we have Wicked, Cable, Nakaz, Captus, and Quam M as well. He'll be joining the room soon. And he's the source of the delay, so you can blame him in the chat if you want, guys. We do have Zane giving away codes in the chat, so make sure you guys are following the channel for that. We're almost at 1 million views as well, so shout out to you guys for all that as well. But let's talk about this game. As you can see, the maps: India, Hammerblow, Fox Hunting, Airplane, and then Dual Sight if we do somehow make it there. So for India, actually the maps that were banned: Global banned Cannon, and then we had RokaHeat actually ban out Black Scent. So interesting ban there, taking out Black Scent, a map that Global normally has some difficulty on, but not too much. Debatable between if they should have banned Hammerblow or some other map, or even India, but we'll talk about that. So India is the first map. RokaHeat likes to play it, Global likes to play it. Neither team banned it out from each other, so it's going to be a contest of who's the best team on India. I don't think Celsius can test RokaHeat on this map very well either. I could be completely wrong on that, but RokaHeat does play this map a lot. Global plays it a lot, but Global can actually beat Celsius on this map consistently. So that's going to be an interesting map to play out. Not sure who's going to win it. Hammerblow, of course, will be that second map. Definitely should go towards the Global squad, as they did pick it, and they performed great on it. They performed really well on defense. Offense a little bit shaky, so maybe RokaHeat can find some weakness there. It will just be up to them to prepare for that. Fox Hunting, biggest X Factor map that we have, will be that third map. Will definitely propel us into a fourth map for RokaHeat, or we'll secure the game if Global's winning 2-0 there. Not sure who's going to win that map. It all really depends on how the two teams pair up on that offense and defensive sides. Defense can be so strong. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see how that plays out. Airplane, of course, Global picked it. I think Global will have the easiest time on this map. They have two scopes that can perform well on both sides. Wicked has some issues on performing equally well on each side that he does play, if he does perform, which could be a and then we have Dual Sight. It is a map that Global has had some issues on, but we're just going to have to see, if RokaHeat can actually pull it out against the heavy raw skill of Global. Alright, so I think everyone's ready. And here we are, we're going to load into India, the first map of this best of 5 series of the semifinals between Global and RokaHeat. RokaHeat, of course, going to take offense first, and I believe Global will be on defense. I think that's what I saw. Yeah. Alright, so let's switch to the overlay here, and here we are in game with that spectator UI as well. Let me put on all the fancy little features, the X-ray feature, and of course that mini map in the bottom right of the screen. Alright, so let's see what RokaHeat's going to try to do here in the first opening round. Let's see where they try to go. Oh, that's sick. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have RokaHeat setting up here at pillar. They have 4 players sitting in the pillar area, or the stairs I should say. They have Quabam just making sure no one's going to push out of those stairs, and it looks like they're setting up for this one push. The bomb is still over here at pillar. Wicked is going to try to cause a distraction over at 2 or something to that effect. And Cable is going to try to come through the vent, and that could actually be a killer if Delcor misses that shot. Could allow Kimpa and another player to die here. But yeah, just like that, Global just takes on a whole bunch of players. Qualam does get one, but that stair push didn't really work out to the favor of RokaHeat. Still have 3 players alive and their scope. They are trying to send a player down through the vent, and Syfez is going to have to lock down the stairs. He's got Delcor watching the stairs, but Syfez allows Cable to get into that vent, but it's okay because Syfez takes down, or Delcor takes down the cause. Delcor just going huge here. Epi trying to take down Wicked. Wicked is going to get that kill, but he's in a 1-on-2. Yeah, Taz just takes him out immediately. Wicked couldn't fake peek him well enough. And Taz just takes him out. So that's going to be the first round going to Crackheads. Great job for them to hold that one stairs as well. Coming out there from Kimpa and Delcor doing a lot of work together to secure that site. A little bit antsy, more of a push here coming out in pillar for RokaHeat. Sitting on top of stairs once again. They are going to throw that smoke. Or actually, that nades, I should say, sorry. We do have Taz actually playing on the stairs all on his own. So he's going to have to land the shot if he wants to lock it down. He has been smoked out, but that smoke doesn't cover the right-hand side. Oh, they do cover it now, and then Taz has to back off. So slow and steady, RokaHeat actually takes the stairs this time. And they confirm that there's actually no one sitting inside of there. So let's hop on board to Epi as he is the player playing inside of site here with Taz. Delcor will rotate in, but look at this. Epi's going to cut on A.v.A. He's going to get shot. Oh, he just gets pre-fired down immediately. And that's going to be kills from Kimpa coming down at mid with Delcor getting another kill as well. Just eliminating Wicked, Cable, and Quam. And that's all going to be up to Nakaz, last player alive inside of the one side. He gets site 1 control with Bomb. But RokaHeat's plan to send 2 players down through the mid to secure the rotation kills didn't work out. They just ran into Kimpa and Delcor, and now it's going to be Nakaz in a 1-on-2 situation here. And, you know, Kimpa's full HP, so is Nakaz, but Delcor is still a scope. He is very low. Nakaz, he has a choice now. Is he going to go for kills, or is he going to plant? If he plants, he might get baited out there by Kimpa and Delcor. However, if he goes for a kill, Delcor is just waiting for him to peek out. And he has 1 nade, but I don't know if he can utilize that enough to force out these players. Maybe he's just going to bait this firing engagement to plant the bomb. Oh no, he's going to actually bait one of them. He takes down Kimpa. So now the player that was full HP has been taken out, and now he's all has to worry about Delcor. And Delcor is backing off far enough away. He is going to throw that nade, is going to try to plant the bomb. Delcor is going to hit that bomb. He's going to come running in. Oh, Nakaz runs back just far enough, and now it's up to Delcor, who is going to back off. I'm not sure where he's going to try to go. The bomb still hasn't been planted. Nakaz does know how to fake out Delcor, but Delcor, is he going to try to push this time? He is going to try to recreate it. Oh, but Delcor. And he is going to get pushed. 10 seconds left. Oh, Nakaz doesn't have enough time. He's got to find Delcor. Delcor is just running away. Delcor. Absolutely great. Nakaz gets the kill anyways, but Delcor did do his job. That's going to be 2-0 for Global. Alright, so RokaHeat, they definitely need to figure out a different strategy here. They are going to lose a player because Global is going to be pushing up down to that mid. They take down Kybal, who's only got 2 kills so far, so not that big of a loss, considering that they still have the scope alive and they still have, you know, a way to win this round. But that first opening fry can be so hard to win here for India. And it looks like RokaHeat, they're just going to float all the way back over to this one stairs. I mean, Cactus is going for the UAV, but he doesn't realize there's a second player, and that's gonna be Delcor getting the kill through the smoke onto Cactus. RokaHeat, these one offense strats aren't really working at this one site. Like, yeah, just look at that nice teamwork there coming from mid. Sorry I couldn't get to it in time. I don't know what happened there, guys. It's just lag for me, I guess. Sorry, I'm connecting from North America. I completely missed that round. I thought I had DC'd. I hadn't DC'd. It was just A.v.A servers. Sorry about that. I mean, you guys just, like, the stream didn't even go down, so I don't know what happened there. But again, RokaHeat still lost that round. It's 3-0 for Global. And Cable does somehow manage to get through Ven, cleans up a few of the kills over at that one site, and we finally have the first time where RokaHeat has a man advantage over Global. Yes, some of you guys have noticed that the clan name is Crackheads. But here is going to be the push coming in from Cyphus and Taz. They should try to push in beforehand. Cyphus pushes in on his own. He is going to get taken out by Quam M. Let's hop on to Taz as he does have that smoke. And he's got 3 players to deal with. He could get this kill on the bomb carrier. He does take down Wicked, so bomb is now down. Huge advantage here coming out from Taz. He has eyes on the bomb. Is going to get flashed out. Misses the shot onto the person that picked up the bomb. They did pick it up. They are trying to pre-fire him. Well, they actually picked up the bomb and ran all the way to the orange container. Taz is trying to work his way in there. Going to get peeked out by Cable, I believe, and Cable just takes him down immediately. So that's going to be the first round going to RokaHeat. So 4 out of 9 rounds have been played so far. 5 more to go. So a lot of room here for RokaHeat to bring it back into their favor. And again, they look like they're still trying to work this one side. I mean, it didn't work the first 3 rounds. It worked the 4th round, but those are some pretty bad odds to work with. Maybe they've learned, and we'll just have to see what they're going to be able to do here to pull out a win here, as they desperately need to pull out at least 2 more wins here on this offensive side. Oh, look at that Delcor with the kill onto Cactus at the stairs. Nakaz is still going to try to work this. They didn't send Wicked through the vent at all, or the player that they are setting up at vent here, so not sure why he was pushing that, just trying to work those stair picks as well, but it hasn't worked out for so many times before. Why would you keep trying to do it with no support? But we are seeing an interesting strat here. Cable has somehow managed to push up into spawn. He is going to smoke it off, and they are going to have access into that 2 site. So they've trapped 4 players of Global over at 1. I don't think RokaHeat knows how strong of a position they're in right now. That I don't even know if they know that there's 4 players over there, but there's a whole bunch of Global players sitting inside a spawn here. They need to land these kills. Nice bait and switch coming out here from RokaHeat. That's going to force Global to back off into their spawn. A smoke does come out, and now we need to hop into Taz as that push into 2 site is going to come out. And RokaHeat still haven't realized that they have complete control over 1 site here. They give up their mid control completely. And now basically the 2 site is completely defendable from Global. And look at that. Epi gets 1 shot onto Cable. And now RokaHeat has just lost their complete lead here. All their momentum. And it's all going to be up to Nakaz here to land these shots. He's last player alive in a 1-on-4. Gets the 2nd kill onto Delcor, but again, we'll get peeked out by Taz at double scope action coming in handy. That was the round for RokaHeat to win. They had so many players trapped at 1. Of course, they didn't know that they had those 4 players trapped at 1, but they should have at least been able to work at least 2 plays into that 2 connector and taken 2 site immediately. They shouldn't have diddle-daddled around in mid, and they shouldn't have just given up complete mid control and sent 4 players, 3 players into that backyard like they did. So a slight mistake there. It allowed Global to come back into the round, which is a huge mistake from RokaHeat, just allowing Global to come back and making it 4-1. And look at that, Taz will take down Wicked, who is trying to get these trying to outgun these players here at these distances, but he's got 2 scopes to deal with. Taz for getting his 2nd frag, once again getting his 3rd frag, and just these spirals should be renamed Taz's domain. He's just getting all these kills, clears it out, gets the information for his team. They have the bomb, and now it's just going to be these 2 players at mid here for RokaHeat. They're both getting taken down immediately. And that's going to be 5-1 for Global. 6 rounds completed, 3 more to go, and these 3 rounds have to go to RokaHeat, or RokaHeat's going to be in a terrible pickle here in the first map that they picked. So it's not going to bode well for the rest of their series performance. And Wicked is going to try to go through Stairwell once again, but he's been picked so many times. He's got Delcor playing in the close angle of backyard. Wicked has to be pre-firing this, or else Delcor will just take him out. Delcor is going to be pushing up. Is Wicked going to be prepared for this? No, he's not. And Delcor just gets 2 kills for free with no exchange coming out from RokaHeat. If that was Celsia, Delcor would have died immediately as soon as he took that shot. But he was able to get 2 kills, and he backed off, and he got away. Oh, he actually didn't got away there, but still, massive damage being dealt out to RokaHeat. And Nakaz and Kwame, last 2 players alive in a 2-on-3. The 2 site has been taken, but the 2nd player, Kwame M for RokaHeat, actually isn't inside a 2 site yet. He's about to push up here and meet a whole bunch of players in Spiral. And this is an awkward position for RokaHeat, and yeah, they lose their scope advantage, and now Qualmem, he needs to go for the kills. Can he get the kills? He's very low. He takes down Kimpa. He's going to try to run over, but that long-range spray from Cyfez will take him out. Will make it to that one site. Good attempt from him to 1-on-3 that, but just wasn't enough. And that's going to be 6-1 for Global. Absolutely diabolical from them once again, showing why they are a top team. I don't think they've had a game yet where they've gone to 5-round losses yet. So I think last ditch effort here coming out from RokaHeat. They're going to try to push up on the stairs. They spot Kimpa. Kimpa spots one of them. He gets the information. Will look back off. Is going to call out for his team. They still have 3 players Global inside of this defensive site. Oh, Cyfez just getting these kills, but Wiki gets the exchange. Now can RokaHeat follow up and get these following kills. They are going to try to push into the side of the site. Oh, but they don't see Delcor make it up into the vent. It doesn't matter though, as Qualmem gets a whole bunch of kills. Epic gets another kill. Now it's all up to Wicked. He misses the crucial shot and will get taken out by a pistol kill. Epi just went absolutely crazy in there, as well as Delcor to defend that site. 7-1. So despite RokaHeat getting inside of that site, taking down Kimpa, they still couldn't win that round. It was Delcor and Epi that were able to just bring it back into the favor with that retake. They were already inside of the site, so great communication, great defensive play coming out from Global in that round. RokaHeat, they should have been able to hold that site a little bit better, but it just wasn't going to happen there with Global and how they were playing it. RokaHeat making a few mistakes there just cost them a lot of these rounds. 7-1 for Global now. This is going to be the final round of the first half here on India. Let's see if RokaHeat can at least get a little bit more padding before they head into that second half. Press 1 in the chat if you think RokaHeat are going to be able to win this round. Press 2 if you think Global is going to take another 8-1 half. Alright, so let's see. RokaHeat trying to make their move here on top of the one side. Again, they keep trying against this wall. Let's see if they can change something up. And here comes the push in from RokaHeat. They lose the player. They lose the second player. They get 1 kill. They lose 3. They still haven't gotten all the players. Wicked and Quam are getting kills, but they need to follow up with more. It's all up to Epi now. So Epi was just kind of sitting over here at the 2 side to make sure it wasn't a fake. And now it's going to be up to Wicked and Quam. They are going to be rotating into the spawn, hunting for the kill. Epi could be caught out God here if they don't realize. I don't even know how Epi knows that they're coming through the spawn. He's going to catch them off guard inside the 2 site. So RokaHeat, trying to play smart, trying to be one step ahead, are actually going to get caught off guard. If they had just gone 1, Epi wouldn't have gotten that first kill. Can he get the second kill to call out for his team? Wicked has enough time to get that bomb and rotate back to 1. Epi knows exactly how he's going to play it. And now he's going to play safe and probably wait for the bomb plant so he doesn't get gayed by Wicked playing in spawn. He actually hurt him inside of the site. Great sound play coming out from Epi. Bomb has gone down. This is very winnable for Epi as long as that first shot misses from Wicked. The Wicked is going to try to go for it. Epi trying to fake peek this. Oh, they missed the first peek. Oh, but Wicked's still going to hold steady. Oh, Wicked tries to go a little bit far over so the fake peek wouldn't work as much, but Epi somehow gets through it. And now, where is Wicked going to be looking here? It's going to be Epi coming around from behind. He needs to look to his right. Oh no, he misses! Wicked misses the crucial shot. 10 seconds left. Epi needs to get this kill and defuse. He has enough time. Oh my gosh, I think Epi has done it. He's clutched 1-on-2 to save the round. 8-1. Oh my gosh, 0.18 seconds. Oh, the closest clutch I've ever seen. Oh, are you kidding me, Epi? Just absolutely crazy clutch there from Epi. Nail biter experience. Absolutely ridiculous, guys, how Epi was able to clutch that out. And 0.18 seconds. I was calling it out because I checked the clock. It was like 7.4 or something when he started defusing it, but then I questioned myself at the end there if he really had time. But 0.18 of a second. Absolutely crazy. And it was a 1-on-2 clutch for the 8-1 half as well. Global, they're trying to 30-0 every team, but they're getting pretty darn close there. And they're also trying not to lose more than 1 round if they can't help it. So I mean, another 8-1 half for Global. Only team that's really getting these 8-1 halves so consistently. I can't believe that from Global. But let's talk a little bit what RokaHeat, their mistakes that they made here. They kept trying to go one. They didn't experiment enough with two or that middle. Their middle push kind of worked a little bit in that one round, but they gave it up. And then after that, they really didn't try to work middle from there. They had a lot of potential and things to try and work out from that mid of India that they didn't even bother to check out anymore. Two site, they went there a couple times, but Delcor just shut them down. I mean, that's understandable. You just don't want to go to two site because Delcor is playing there. They have Taz playing in the spiral. That's really hard to break through when you have one scope, or if you're not running like 5 smokes on your team and you smoke every angle and you use that UAV, which we weren't seeing RokaHeat using even at the one stairs. RokaHeat only used it once, and that was after they had pushed the stairs, secured the stairs, and actually were trying to get a UAV. They did get it on Epi and they did kill him out, but then they still lost that round anyways. So could have seen that UAV used a little bit on one stairs a little bit more. Could have seen them try to get work like Wicked on those one stairs. Could have seen them throw like 3 more nades on those one stairs to, just force Global out of playing on that one stair position, more inside of the site. Could have given them more leeway to work picked or something to that effect. If they had known that 2 players were playing on the stairs, that player in vent should have been able to smoke vent, push in at the same time that his team pushed stairs to then just immediately take the site. There is no like you take stairs and then you push in. You can just take those stairs and then take the whole site, because if you take the stairs, that means you've gotten 2 kills, and that means the other team needs to rotate their players over since no one else will be in the site except for maybe one player. So just things like that. I mean, a whole bunch of things could have been different. They could just landed their shots and their strats could have worked out as well. I mean, we saw some crazy kills there from Cyphers and Kimpa through the smoke. Like, they were getting just so many kills through the smoke, which was perplexing for RokaHeat because they threw up a smoke and they thought they were safe. But I mean, Cyphers Kimpa would deliver through those smokes so many times. That was really a hard, tough break there for RokaHeat. I mean, they are down 8-1. It is not looking good for them, but again, it is their time to 8-1 or 9-0 global on offense. So that's what we need to see from them if they want to take this first map or take it to a tiebreaker. However, if they don't win this map, we are going to go to Hammerblow right after, which is a map that Global picked. So, I mean, Hammerblow, I would say that Global should have to win that map as they perform great on it. So we are looking at a 2-0 all potential here that's hovering over RokaHeat's head. And alright, we're going to head in here into the second half between Global and RokaHeat after a crazy 8-1 first half here that went to Global. And now we're loading in. Alright, so Global, let's see what they can do on offense, and let's see if RokaHeat's defense can be as good, if not better, than Global. So let's see what strategies are coming out here. 2-point man, Kimpa and Epi are going to be running up through mid, I believe. No, going to go through vent. Is that going to be a 3-player rush with smoke through vent? Absolutely crazy. Kimpa's already in, loses to Epi. Nice bait and switch there. They get 1 kill, but RokaHeat can't follow up with anything more. 2 players down. Now for RokaHeat, this one site is completely taken by Global. Don't realize Qualm M is still inside of the site, so he was playing like a little bit of a ninja there and has forced it onto a 2-on-2. He's going to get forced out of his spot. Nice nade coming out from Delcor. Delcor is actually going to be rifling. And that's going to be Taz trying to come through vent. Oh, they catch Qualm M, and where was Wicked to cover his teammate? Okay, so Wicked is now sitting inside of the spawn. He was forced out of the site, and look at that. Taz will just annihilate him. Great play there coming up from Crackheads. They went super aggressive. They went 2-point man. They had Delcor go as a rifle. So they changed it up drastically to surprise RokaHeat because they only need to win 2 rounds. So they have a lot of room to experiment here with flashy plays like that. So great job to Global to be aggressive like that. And now they're going to take it slow and just completely control the momentum of this game. And RokaHeat, I mean, they're playing some pretty good angles here to hold, but they have to land their shots. And Wicked is going to miss 1 shot here inside of Spiral. He's going to back off. He has no one supporting him except for Cable at that Spiral. Oh, Wicked misses the 1 player. Doesn't get the call. And now we need to hop onto Cable. He gets one frag. Can he follow up with a second? He's about to get pushed here through the smoke. Going to try to free fire as much as he can. Can't land any more kills. And just like that, Global have gone one kill onto the defensive team. So now they have a lot of room to work with. They still have their scope alive. That is going to be Taz here. Delcor is still running that AK-47. Alright, so Nakaz is watching that vent. 3 players from Global are playing, actually 4 players from Global are playing in mid. They still have Qualm Mammoth sitting at mid here. I wonder if he's going to try to push up or something to that effect. I don't think he will, unless his teammate at Vent could call it out. But there's actually no one watching Vent anymore. So that's going to be Nakaz and Cactus that need to defend one on their own. And RokaHeat has 2 players playing here. At the one side, but look at this. As soon as Cable moves out of that middle area, Taz just starts pushing up mid and gets control of the spawn for defense, takes down Qualm, and now it's a terrible situation for RokaHeat. One of their players needs to go huge here. Cactus tries to go big, gets 1 kill, but it's not going to work out. We do need to hop onto Nakaz gets that kill onto Kimpa, so it's all up to Cyphus to clutch this out here. Gets that 1 frag. He's very low HP. Wicked is full HP, but it doesn't matter. Wicked misses yet another shot, and that's going to be a 2-0 or a 11-1 victory. Sorry, a 10-1 victory for Global here on India. Excellent job to them. Great performance on India. No idea why RokaHeat picked this map, but let's talk about that soon. Alright, so the next map is going to be Hambo. I don't know why RokaHeat picked India. In my analysis video, I said it's the map that Global has first picked twice. They performed flawlessly on it. No one has been able to contest them on it. It's never looked scary for them. It was pretty much a free given map to Global. It doesn't matter if you think you're good on this map. It's the map that Global is good on. So if you're second best on that map or even third best on that map, you're going against the team that's first best on it and also the best team in the game potentially as well. So definitely a map you should have banned out and picked some other map. And now they're going to pay the consequence for it, because now the second map is going to be Hammer Blow, and this map is for sure going to be a win by Global. There's a little bit of like maybe 10% for RokaHeat to win something on India to make it close. But on Hammer Blow, I don't think there's any chance at all for RokaHeat to come back and win this map. I mean, this is Global's map. This map they've picked India and Hammer Blow the most of any other maps. So unless RokaHeat has like practiced this map against Celsia a whole bunch, they've studied, just this unrealistic scenario, RokaHeat's gonna have the most difficult time ever playing this map. As I was saying before though, Global, they should be able to just win defense like 8-1 again. Like, I don't see any problem there on defense coming up from Global. They have a really great layout. They know how to adjust it a little bit. But it's the offense that could be a little bit worrisome. The offense has been contested against Celsius a little bit. It didn't look too great. So maybe if RokaHeat can have a really strong defense, but the condition with that is that Wicked can land his shots. We saw there on India how much Wicked was missing his shots. In my analysis video that I made, which was like an hour long, I even said that Wicked, he needs to step up, he needs to land his shots, he needs to be on the top of the scoreboard if he wants his team to win. And he just wasn't there, having the impact as well. So he needs to have that impact on defense. Definitely has to have twice the impact on offense. And we are just going to see how this is going to play out. Let's see if RokaHeat can step up, or if Global is going to shut them down once again. We are loading here into the first half of the second map between Global and RokaHeat. Global leading 1-0 with a 10-1 victory on India. Press 1 in the chat if you think RokaHeat can somehow emerge victorious in this map. Press 2 if you think it is going to be Global just completely demolishing them once again like they did on India. And so yeah, Global is going to start off on offense first. So if RokaHeat is really trying to, win the series, they've put in the effort, they've done their homework. This should be like they should lose no more than, they should win at least 3 rounds. That's what I'm trying to say. They should win 3 rounds. If they can win more, great, but they should at least be able to win 3 here. Since they're playing on defense, they should just win this entire half, but, winning 3-6 should be good in their own right. Alright, so Global taking it slow, unlike their first round on the second half of India. They're taking it slow this time, trying to work out where RokaHeat could be playing. RokaHeat, I think they have tried to play aggressively before on this map. We see that happening right here with Wicked, who's trying to push up, going aggressive, missing 1 shot, finally getting the 3rd shot onto Saifez. Will get tagged though by, I believe that was, I think that was Delcor that tagged him up with that FRF2 or whatever gun he's using. A whole bunch of kills here coming out at one side, going to the favor of RokaHeat, I should say. Oh, Wicked gets caught off guard by E.v.A. E.v.A. making a play of a year there, just pushing up, keeping his team in this. It's the 2-on-3. Taz is very low HP, but he is scoping. Oh, look at that. Cable does take down E.v.A. And now it's all off the Taz with 1 HP to clutch this out. He's got players at bridge, he's got a player at red, and he's going to get shot, I believe, through the wall as well. Coming out there from Kaibo. So great first round from RokaHeat. That's exactly what they need to do, and that's part of the offensive weakness that I did say that we could see from Global. They took it slow, they lost a player, and then they didn't know what to do. It's a pretty hard map here on Hammerbow to know what to do after you do that. I don't think anyone's figured that out, so really can't fault them for that. But we are going to see an interesting potential push here into the warehouse. They get that kill. Are they going to try to push into it, or are they going to use it as a bait? But now we need to hop onto Cable as he's playing inside warehouse. He gets 1 frag onto E.v.A. hiding behind the forklift so he doesn't get shot from mid. Doesn't matter. He's going to get called out. Will get taken out. It's still a 3-on-3 here between both of these teams. Nakaz is going to be rotating in to support his teammate that's playing out here outside of warehouse. Oh, he turns around, tries to get the player that comes out through double doors. Can't get any of them. Saifez with a massive 4K this round. Completely the reason why his team was able to hold on to that round and pull it out. Rookie was looking very strong to win that. So even with Global pushing in aggressively, getting that first pick, very dicey scenario there, but great job to Saifez, keeping his team alive exactly where he needed to be, had the support from his teammates as well. So all going to be tied up 1-1, a nice fast push coming out here from Global into the 1 site. They don't get any of the kills at all that they need, and they lose 3 players in a row. It's all up to Saifez and Delcor. Alright, so Saifez, let's hop on board. Did you see if you can pull it back like you did last round? Oh, you're going to meet up with Qualm, oh no. Delcor does get 1 frag. Oh, but he can't follow up with a second. Delcor has to run back. He might get pushed here. He's getting swarmed. He's in a 1-4. His players all around. Saifez wasn't able to do anything there. Taz just getting, or Delcor getting caught out, getting destroyed there by Cactus. 2-1 for RokaHeat. RokaHeat actually taking round lead over Global. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so Global is trying to work this warehouse a little bit once again. Kimpa coming up here to check the boxes on the right, to check the angles all around. And a nice flurry of kills coming out from Hole, and warehouse kill goes to the favor of them, but it's not going to work out. Cactus and Wicked each getting a kill onto Delcor. Saifez getting a nice shot onto Cactus as well. Cactus trying to push out, be too aggressive. However, Global knows that there's at least 1 more player inside of warehouse. Do they know that there's at least 1 more player playing on top of that 2 site? That'll be the question that E.v.A. is going to try to figure out for his team. He's actually going to back off now, not even going to try to go for it. I actually don't know what Global's going to try to do here. They need to just get some information. The bomb is slowly rotating over to that 1 site, but look at this. If we hop on board to Taz, you can see where he's playing. If he doesn't check that pipes, the cause will take him down. An oh no, Qualm takes down E.v.A. So let's hop on to number 3 here. It's going to be Nakaz. He spots Taz. Taz sees him, but he gets away scot-free. No damage at all. So it is a 2-on-3 here for Global. Oh, Taz is trying to play with fire here. Is going to get shot down to 1 HP once again. And that was crucial for him to keep his HP high there. And now it's going to rest on the shoulders of Saifez to, have another star performance and bring this round back into their plan here. AK-47 in hand. Let's see what Saifez can do. He gets tagged down to half HP. He does make it through a double door, but he is going to get spotted by Nakaz. Great job there from Nakaz, doubling back. And now it's up to Taz in a 1-on-3 with 1 HP. Can he perform a miracle? Or is this just going to be a 3-1 for RokaHeat on defense? Ah, there we go. 3-1 confirmed. Now, Global, they still have a whole bunch of rounds to come back in here. So you can't just say that Global sucks on offense right now. They have so many rounds to work with. We could just chalk these rounds up to experimenting. This is where they can get serious. And it's also where RokaHeat needs to keep winning the rounds. Great, they've won 3 rounds. They need to win 3 more, at least. Alright, so let's see how Kimpa and crew are going to play this bridge. They are going to have Taz pushing up first. Let's hop on board to him. And cool thing here from RokaHeat, they have 2 players playing on the outside of 1. So if Taz tries to slow peek inside of 1 side, he will get caught off guard here by Cactus and Qualm M. Maybe be able to take one of them, but potentially not both. Oh no! Taz is going to move, and at the time that he moves, it's Wicked that takes him down. Nakaz will get dropped, but Global going for a whole bunch of kills, taking down Nakaz and Qualm M here on the outside of 1. Cactus is somehow alive somewhere. He's already flanking to hole, which could be very crucial if Global decides to rotate and go to 2. We do see Cable committing to holding that spawn side, and I think he's aware that Global do like to push up through the spawn alleyway. I think he's going to try to hold this. And it's Global. Are they going to send 3 players to that front door? Are they going to send 1 player into the spawn? Cable's in actually a pretty loose position here. He could get shot by a scope fairly easily. He has to land this headshot. Gets the headshot into Delcor. Going to go for a second kill. Trying to find it through the bars. He's going to have to reload. Syfez is going to have to back off. And now it's going to be Kimpa inside of the site. Let's hop on board to him. See if he can follow up with more kills here. He is the player with full HP. He's got to land the shot. Doesn't land the shot. It's all up to Syfez. What is happening here to Team Global? Great shot from behind. Cactus with that flank eventually is going to pull it out here. So 4-1 for RokaHeat now. So now it's a little bit of a dangerous scenario here for Krakens. If they underperform on defense now, RokaHeat could just take this map right under the rug. However, RokaHeat is probably performing this well because it's a defensive sided map, and Global, I don't know what it was with Andromeda or Global, but they've always had a terrible or awful offense. I don't know if it's like the map, the way they play, but it's just always been awful for them, and we're seeing that now. So hopefully Global can, bring it back together as a team, work together, and bring these rounds back into their favor, or else they're going to be in a dire situation heading into the second half. So these next few rounds are really very crucial for both of these teams here. Wicked already opening strong with a frag on to Taz. He's taking out scopes and he's getting picks. Wicked doing what I said he needed to do in order to win this game. Kimpa's going to rush in on his own, going to meet up with 1 player. Qualm M starts shooting him way before Kimpa even starts shooting. But look at that, Syfez getting 1 kill. And it's going to be Epic getting another kill onto Qualm M. But do they realize that Nakaz is sitting here at the generator? They haven't spotted him yet. I don't think they can see his gun barrel. He is moving around quite a bit. He's going to try to push out. Oh, I think they do know he's playing here. He does back off into the generator. He's got to look to his left. He's about to get shot. Oh, look at that. Now it's going to be a 2-on-2 between both of the players here. So great job from Global to get inside of that site. Now they need to defend it from Cactus, who's coming in from the flank. Is going to get spotted. Oh, look at that. Delcor getting the scope shot, getting the kill. Wicked landing a shot on Delcor, not doing too much damage. Now Wicked, he's playing against time. That first shot gets missed. It gets flashed. Oh, Delcor just completely annihilating the team. They're getting 2 kills, and they bring it back into their favor. So when it's a 2-on-2 scenario, a post-plant situation there, Global still have the advantage. So now they have 2 rounds to the 4 of RokaHeat. So they can win 1 more, and then they're in a pretty great spot here for the side switch. But still, 3 more rounds to go here in this first half. We've only seen Global push aggressively once, and it didn't work out for them. Are they going to try to do that again, or are they just going to try to do what they did before? We are going to see Nakaz playing at the pipes where he played before. Is going to get shot out. You're going to have to back off. He does deal quite a bit of damage to Kimpa, and now he's going to play inside of the site. Hopefully he doesn't get naded. Oh no, his teammate gets naded. Now it's all up to the lowest HP player on RokaHeat to defend this. He'll just get taken down immediately as he gets flashed. And now Cable needs to get this kill onto Syfez. He does. So it is still a 3-on-3. And the HP advantage is definitely in favor of RokaHeat. If they can land these nades, which they might. Oh no, Kimpa gets taken out by that nade by Cable. And now this just makes it so much harder. It's all up to Delcor. Delcor gets taken out by Cactus. Cable with a double kill there. Wicked, you know, just getting his own double kill. Let's look at the scoreboard here. Quam M is 8-4. Cable is 7-3. And surprisingly, Wicked is not actually top fragging. He's having so much impact. I thought he would be. He's 7-4. So here comes a warehouse push coming out from Global. But RokaHeat's pushing it just as hard. They do a nice exchange between Cactus and Epi there. Kimpa has fallen. But now still one player left alive in here. He will get taken out. That's going to be Cable. But the call has already been made. Wicked through the forklift will find a pick, finding a second frag as well. Actually, no, it's going to be Delcor taking down Wicked. Now it's actually going to be a 2-on-3 for RokaHeat. So now it's in the favor of them. Nice immediately peek out from Quam M there with that kill on the Syphez. Now it's up to Epi and Delcor. Epi missing the shot. He's actually going to try to be scoping now. The Nakaz playing outside of forklift. Hopefully he doesn't get caught. He should have seen Global, or he should have seen Epi there. And alright, so Delcor looking for a pick on to that 2 site. But Quam is not going to peek until that bomb has been planted. He's going to rely on the Nakaz to get these frags inside of the warehouse. Nakaz is going to try to flank them. If he tries to flank them, or you know, if he could just sit here, that would be fine. If he sits here, though, he needs to get inside of that site. A nade kill somehow came out from warehouse and took down Quam M, who's playing inside that 2 site. I don't know how they naded that or how Quam M didn't move in time, but great job to him. He does have time to take down Epi and Delcor before they plant. And now both of Global players are waiting for Nakaz here to actually push out and be aggressive. As you can see here on the overlay, they are going to be hunting for the kill. They could walk right into Nakaz if they're not careful. Oh, Epi gets taken out, but he doesn't expect the scope to be playing right around the corner. Delcor saving the day once again for Global. That's going to be 5-3 in total now for RokaHeat. 8 rounds in, a final round here. RokaHeat, they definitely want to make the 6-3. Will they be able to? They need to step up their gunning ability just a little bit more to secure these rounds out and not allow Global to outplay them in these 2-on-3 scenarios that we've constantly seen in the last 3 rounds now. PS and A should be doing a giveaway after this map, so make sure you guys are following the channel if you want to be entered into that giveaway. Oh, look at that. Syphez turns away as soon as Cactus starts to push. Syphez would have been able to take down Cactus at that range, but now that Cactus is so close, how is this going to turn out? Cactus gets the kill. First kill going to RokaHeat here in this final round. Epi is trying to play it smart here. As soon as that scope shoots, he is going to try to peek out, but there's no one currently baiting for Wicked here. We do see Kimpa and Delcor trying to work inside of that one side through that door. Quam M does get tagged, will get follow up with a second frag, and now Epi is going to try to push in through that back door. I think this could be a terrible play here for RokaHeat, unless Cactus can somehow defend this. But Global, they just keep losing their players to Wicked. Epi gets spotted as well. They know where both the players are playing. And now it's going to be Cable who is watching the cross. If he peeks this and dies, that's a huge mistake. He just needs to back off and play control and containment here. He tries to go for the peak, and he's just going to give a free kill over to Global, and that's all Global needs to get it back into the game. But somehow, Wicked is playing a really risky spot here at Pipes. A player's always played here, so that is going to get checked out here, but he misses the shot on Epi. He tried to peek this. Epi has to go in for the re-peek. It's going to get shut down, and now it's all up to Taz in a 1-on-3. Global desperately wanted to win this round, so there's a lot of pressure here on Taz to actually clutch it out. RokaHeat, though, they need to play safe because they need to win this round more than Global do. He's just going to get shot from the side here by Cactus. Great round there, 6-3, coming out here from RokaHeat. Alright guys, so that was the easy part for RokaHeat. Win the first half on defense, and then somehow win offense on the second half. So they only have to win 4 rounds on offense, which isn't that It's not as hard as winning 6 rounds, that's for sure. But Global, they have a scary defense. Their defense is even more scary than RokaHeat. RokaHeat, they're actually allowing Global to get inside of the sites. Global, they rarely allow other teams to even break into the site. The first player on that site normally always gets 2 or 3 frags. And then the round is just over. So that's what RokaHeat's going to have to play up against. Their offense has to be stellar, has to be better than Global's defense. That we know how good it is. Because if not, Global could just win this half. 7-0 in a blink of an eye. Would totally not surprise me if Global prevents RokaHeat from winning a single round at all. So RokaHeat, I even said they may not even win on defense. Global might even just overpower them. Prove me wrong there, but that was the easy part. So let's see how it's going to play out here in the side of the second half. Just waiting on the players to ready up. If you guys are surprised that RokaHeat was able to win that first half there, let us know in the chat. Let us know how you thought. If you think RokaHeat is going to be able to, do you think they're going to be able to win 4 rounds on offense against Global's defense, or are they going to get 2 or 3, or not even 1? Alright, so, I think all has been said that has needed to be said. Hammer Blow is Global's map. I would expect them to pull it out once again, but RokaHeat, they have a mountain to climb. Let's see if they can do it. We're waiting on Quam M and Wicked to ready up. I think they're having a little bit of a team discussion right now. Alright, so everyone is ready? Alright, everyone's ready. RokaHeat just said 1 second. I think they're still discussing how they're going to try and play this offense. I think they know better than everyone how hard this half could be for them. This is the side of a half that Global consistently beats Celcion. So, we're just going to have to see how it's going to pan out. We need to see more of Wicked performing as he did. I called Wicked the most inconsistent top scope it's currently playing. He played that way on India. He didn't play that way on the first half of Hammer Blow. But now, this is the problem. Now he needs to carry that performance off onto offense. The side that he does struggle a little bit on at times. So, we need to see this performance from him for this map series to go 1-1. Alright, here we've loaded into the second half between RokaHeat and Global. So first half went 6-3 to RokaHeat. And RokaHeat going for an immediate fast push into Warehouse. It's going to be Epi that has to lock it down. Epi gets that first frag, but RokaHeat, they're not slowing down. They're still going in strong. Quam M has already pushed in. They take down Epi. And here comes the push, but 4 players of Global have already rotated over to the site. They're completely prepared for this. I don't know what kind of call was made, but it's just a slaughter here for RokaHeat. So Epi called 4 players in Warehouse, and every single player from Global rotated over. A brutal call that left Global open to a lot of outplay potential, but RokaHeat kept going strong into that 2 site. And what can you do when you're pushing into 4 players of Global? Nothing at all, except for lose the round. And here we are going to see a repeat. RokaHeat trying to push inside of that Warehouse. They take control of it. But look at where Epi is playing. He's playing right at the barrels. Very sneaky spot here, trying to peek out, trying to get some kills. I wouldn't even doubt for him to try and push into this warehouse as soon as he can. And there hasn't even been a firefight yet, and Wicked and QualM are very low. They're half HP. Epi trying to be a little bit too aggressive. Wicked will take him off with a headshot. Wicked landing that crucial headshot that he needed to land. But look at this, Kimpa is pushing up on bridge, getting a whole bunch of information. Now he's going to confirm, even if he dies, that the bomb is rotating over here. But if he doesn't check this corner... Okay, Kimpa isn't going to push too far. He hasn't made any noise yet, so that's going to be Cable, who's not pushing up yet. But if Kimpa keeps playing around on this bridge, he could get caught out here. Kimpa playing it very risky, trying to play those headshot angles. And now the push is coming out. He does make noise. So QualM or Cable should have been able to hear this. Oh, he's going to get shot from behind. He's not dead yet. He's very low, but now he's going to get trapped. And that was just a swarm of RokaHeat pushing him from all over the place. And Global, they had stacked this two-side a little bit. Doesn't matter. Cyphus gets a kill. Doesn't matter. QualM returns the kill, but Taz returns the kill onto him. And now it's going to be up to Taz all alone inside of the site. 1-on-3. Doesn't matter. Wicked getting his second kill of the round there. Very good round there from RokaHeat. They played Global's rotation calls. So they learned from that first round for sure how to win that second round here. But now they need to find something new to pull out the win here against Global. But the thing is, they needed 4 rounds. They only need 3 now. Global, they needed 7. They need 6. So still in the huge favor. And somehow Wicked just took down Epi, who was trying to push way too aggressive. Epi needs to dial it back because he doesn't have rounds to experiment with to try and play aggressively. He needs to play very conservative for his team to actually start winning these rounds. As he died last round, and it allowed RokaHeat to outplay the defensive squad. And that's really the best advantage you can get on offense on Harrow when this map is so defensively sided, is get 1 kill and then, just work the typical 5-on-4 scenario. That's like the strongest benefit you can get. Makes Harrow much more in the favor of EU as well. But it doesn't matter when you have Delcor and he can pick up a kill onto Cactus. He just pushed inside of that warehouse. Now I'm curious to see if RokaHeat will keep pushing to 2, if they're going to realize that, hey, Global is stacking 2 a lot. They're playing it, and they're probably just trying to play retakes on 1, or they're just making calls to stack that 2 site. Let's go to 1. Let's push it fast and take it before they can rotate Taz over into that spawn side. So I think that is the plan here. Kimpa is the only player inside of this 1 side. He's got to call it out for his team now. Definitely has to be hearing these footsteps and these jumps that all of RokaHeat are making. But Kimpa is still sitting here alone. And Taz hasn't even started to rotate yet. He won't be here in time. I don't know why RokaHeat is taking so long. They are getting the information, and now they're going to push inside of the site. And now it's going to be up to Kimpa. Hopefully RokaHeat doesn't think that's no one playing in here. I think they let themselves be deceived, and Kimpa gets a nice double kill. He hurts RokaHeat's potential here, and now Cyphus is just drilling in the loss. And now it's all going to be up to QualM, or Rocky Memo as we like to call. He's got 3 players inside the site. He's got Delcor on this angle. Oh no, but Delcor... Okay, Delcor could just flick this and get a no-scope here onto QualM. Yeah, he does. That's exactly what I thought would happen. QualM, I don't know what you were trying to do there, but you just threw the round away. You had a huge amount of potential to clutch there. And Global, they win the 3rd round. Everyone, give a thumbs down there to QualM. I don't know why people play like that against Delcor. He's a crazy guy. Alright, so RokaHeat, they need 3 rounds. Global, they need 5 more. And RokaHeat going to be taking it slow up through this bridge. Not looking good. Taz getting the first opening frag onto Nakaz. And now RokaHeat's in a bit of a pickle, as it's now a 5-on-4 against them on offense. So this is where it gets very difficult, and where you need to have some very interesting and peculiar strats to be able to work this offense correctly. You also have to find out where the scopes are playing as well. Alright, Wicked trying to find some picks, is going to miss a whole bunch of shots. Not even landing those push shots onto Kimpa. And it's up to Wicked to get these shots inside of 1 site, or his team has to throw nades. If they try to push inside this 1 site, just, going dry, that's going to be Kimpa and Cyphus, the 2 strongest rifles on the team, potentially in all of A.v.A currently. that's just going to be a very dire scenario to play in. And Epi needs to land these shots. He doesn't, and allows RokaHeat to actually get inside the site. Epi gets one frag, but will get caught down by a player that was playing on the side here. It's all going to be up to Kaibo, who's in a 1-on-2. Well, find one frag over onto Delcor. Has to find Taz. Finds Taz, but Taz just holding steady. Will get the kill. You know, I made the comment last game I made when I streamed Taz is that, hey Taz, good job getting, you know, fake peeked every single time. Taz hasn't been fake peeked once this game. So he's definitely, like, either they faked peeked and he got the kill, or he faked peeked and he didn't take the shot and he waited. So Taz has improved that, and you know, they won a few rounds on India because of that, and they just won that round because Taz didn't get fake peeked. That's what Cable was trying to go for there, and it just didn't work out. And now this is going to be interesting. Wicked is going to be pushing up here on top of the stairs. It's actually going to be Nakas that finds the kill on the Syphus. Syphus getting outgunned by that Kraken. But Delcor playing inside that one side will find a kill onto Cable. Wicked has to find this player. Doesn't find a player at Pipes, but we'll try to find Delcor playing at the back of the site. Now this is a tricky spot. Delcor will get the first eyes onto Wicked, but his body's exposed. He does move out of that spot. Oh my gosh, Wicked with almost the pre-fire like shot onto Delcor. Delcor was still moving to the spot, wasn't completely focused on that angle. And now they get they've gotten 3 kills so far onto Global. They've only lost 1 player themselves, so all they have to do is play smart. But are they going to realize that Epi is pushed out here? Epi gets the kill on the Quam. But they know where Epi's playing now, and I think they should realize where Kimpa is playing inside of the spawn. But no, Kimpa is going to take down Cactus. Cactus being a little too overeager, not expecting Kimpa to push out from the spawn. He should have been able to hear him actually pushing through that. Oh, but doesn't matter. Wicked does take down Kimpa. Kimpa, he himself tries to push into the side of the one site. He should have been waiting his spawn for the plant or something for his teammate. He made the same mistake Cactus made. And Wicked going absolutely massive in this game. It's going to be 2 more rounds, and RokaHeat will actually take Harrow away from Global. Totally unexpected result. A massive upset if they can actually pull it through, but it's Global. When the going gets tough, that's when they really step up the heat here. So the tension is just getting thicker here for both the teams. Nice nade. Might actually catch one of them. Actually, I think it nades down. Alright, so RokaHeat just pushing inside that one side. They get all the kills they have. Nakas here trying to come off on the corner. Peeks a little too soon. Gets taken out by Delcor. And, you know, Global's just saying, hey, if they're going to try to push us to the spawn, we'll just try to kill them. Taz does push in, but he does get UAV'd. And the one battle we do need to look at here is Quam, M, and Epi. They are playing at the bridge side. And Epi can't find Quam M, who's playing on the bridge. There's no way RokaHeat to lose this unless they die to Epi like that. Cable needs to make sure he covers his angles. No one's watching that front door. He gets flashed. Oh no, he pushes Delcor. Cactus has his pistol out. Gets the pistol kill onto Taz. Now it's all. Now, okay, so Delcor will get taken out. 3-3. All tied up here between RokaHeat and Global. So despite RokaHeat being down a few rounds, they bring it back. And they are just 1 round away from taking Harrow off of Global. Their first map loss in the entire Winter League could be against RokaHeat here in the semifinals. So yeah, Global, to keep their record, they don't want to lose this map, and they are 1 round away from losing it. So if the pressure was ever on, it is definitely now. And it's the map that Global picked as well. They won the map that RokaHeat picked, but now they're about to lose a map that they picked. So great storyline here coming in from the first 2 maps. And RokaHeat, I mean, RokaHeat, they just went to 1 every time on India. They look like they're just trying to go 1 every single time on this offense of Harrow. But the key thing here is Delcor and Kimpa are watching this bridge. They're looking for frags from here. So if Kimpa and Delcor can land these frags, it's going to be absolutely dire. However, if they miss their shots, Oh, they missed their shots. Now they have to reposition very quickly before they get pushed out. Delcor gets one frag into the meat grinder. Gets that frag. Takes down Delcor as well. 3 players left alive from Global. Risky play coming out here from Kimpa and Delcor. Didn't work in their favor. Could cost them the final round of this game. Epi's going to try to go fast. Gets called out. They know where he's playing as well. But are they going to expect Cyphers coming from that mid as well? Alright, so it's all up to Cable. He gets one frag. Can he find a second? Cable does plant the bomb. It's a 2-on-2 now. Both players playing inside of the site. Oh, they're trying to work together. Cable missing the shot. Gives the position away. He gets the kill. And now it's all up to Taz. Taz clutched it out. 1-on-2. He's got 20 seconds left. Does get tagged a little bit. There's the player playing on bridge. Misses the crucial shot. And will get pre-fired by that pistol. That's going to be 4-3 on this half. With a total score of 10-6, I should say, on Hammerblow, going to RokaHeat.
Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
So in all my predictions, I never expected them to win the second map, the map that Global would pick, or Hammerblow if Hammerblow were to be played. I did not expect at all for RokaHeat to come out on top and win this map. I mean, it was partially because of Global's offense was really bad. I mean, they lost 6-3 on that first half. They should have been able to make it 5-4 or even won that offense, considering the gap in individual skill here. But we are seeing that gap isn't as big as we thought. But then that second half as well. That second half as well was defense could have been better there from Global. They lost 2 rounds because they stacked too much, and RokaHeat just made the right call, or because Global didn't want to rotate players over to 1. They lost another player because Wicked just was absolutely insane and got all these kills. A lot of their rounds were won because of Delcor or Cyphers doing a lot of work. Taz did win 1 round because he refused to die in that clutch scenario. But I mean, Global, they didn't win through teamwork. They didn't win because they were getting 2 kills each. They struggled to get kills actually on that defensive side. And when their whole core concept of a team is to get kills, they don't get kills, they will lose, even if it's defense on Hammerblow. Now we're on fox hunting. I said this is an X Factor map. Depending on which side you start, it can really impact the entire rest of the game. So with Global starting on offense first, if they can 6-0 on defense here, then it's going to be very hard for RokaHeat to actually win on defense themselves. However, if there's any equal between, it could go into the favor of RokaHeat when they switch that defense. So we're just going to have to see how this is going to play out. We're already heading into the map. It's all tied up 1-1 here in the semifinals. We're heading into the 3rd map. We're guaranteed a 4th map, so Airplane will get played in this series. And this is just to see who can take it 2-1 into heading to that 4th map. So crazy game so far, totally more exciting than what I thought this game would go. So make sure you guys follow this channel for those giveaways that Zane is giving away in the chat. Alright, so here it is. Global RokaHeat fox hunting, first half of the semifinals of the ESL Winter League playoffs. Winner of this takes on the winner of Celsius or Fire Pizza, which is played tomorrow, guys, so don't miss that as well. And now we get to see how RokaHeat plays offense on this map. They picked fox hunting. Previously, they've banned this map and Airplane a lot. I think they did play fox hunting before. I don't know if they picked it. I forget. But RokaHeat, I don't know what to say about them on this map. Maybe they practice it. Maybe they're like, hey, you know, no one likes to play fox hunting. Let's practice this map no one likes to play, so we have a shoe in the hole to, you know, to win this. And, you know, RokaHeat, their teamwork and their individual fragging power is looking much better than it's looked in the past. You can tell they've been playing quite a bit compared to how they were playing in 2015, where their shots were off. Their teamwork was all over the place. In this game, in this series, they're playing fairly well. So, you know, just RokaHeat taking their time. There's no need to push out. Global, they have the discipline. They know they're down. They just lost a map. They don't want to try anything risky. They definitely had a little discussion about that. So, alright, Cable is going to try to make the first move. He is going to throw the smoke through the door onto the site. Isn't going to catch Syfez, who's playing inside of the site. If Syfez crutches up, he will get spotted, but this is a great defensive hold. It was a great defensive hold, but there was a kill exchange. And now we see the continued push coming out from RokaHeat. They get 3 kills, and now it's going to be Kimpa and Delcor. But this site 1 retake is always the problem for teams. Kimpa takes down Nakaz, who tried to push inside that red house to contain it, but really you don't need to push inside that red house when it's 4-on-2. All the players get taken down. Wicked with a double kill. Great push from RokaHeat. They got 1 kill. They backed off, waited half a second for Global to be in a bad position, because Global, their players, they pushed out to cover their teammate a little bit, which left them open to separate angles, and then RokaHeat pushed out with those smokes, had everything going for them, got 3 kills. A little mistake there pushing to the red house and dying to Kimpa. No need to do that when it's a 2-on-4. But they did able to secure the round out. So great first round, and that's just got to be absolutely demoralizing for Global. They're on defense. They're supposed to be winning this half 6-0. But actually in the Tuesday ESL 5-on-5 Tuesday Cup, we did see that offense went to the favor of the teams a lot more than defense. However, you know, defense is still very easy to play compared to the more difficult side of offense. So who knows how this game is going to turn out, really. Yeah, I see people in the chat already saying that's going to be easy peasy for Krakens, and here they are. They lose the first round when they're playing on defense as well. So it's not as cut and dry as we thought. I did say it is the X Factor map, so anything could happen on this map. And same thing again. However, Global, they've changed up their strategy. They have no one playing on the site. They're going to go for a complete retake instead of trying to go for kills before the bomb is planted. And it's going to be, who is that running into the red house? Trying to get a whole bunch of kills, but Caps gets dropped. So, you know, RokaHeat, they're going for kills. They realize what's happening here. They realize that, hey, we can't plant the bomb because they're going to play retake. We need to get kills. They try to get kills, and they just lose a lot of their players. But however, Nakaz is in a really good spot here, and there's no one flanking from the 1 stair, so Wicked will be able to play on the 1 stairs freely. So as long as he doesn't get distracted too much from behind, they spot 1 player getting onto the site, and Nakaz gets taken down. It's all up to Wicked in a 1-on-2 now. Land these shots. Spots 1 player, takes down Kimpa with a headshot. Almost landing the shot onto Syfez. Is Syfez going to push him? Syfez is pushing. Syfez has to keep pushing. There's going to be no time left. Wicked with the jumping shot onto Syfez. Wicked saving it for his team in a 1-on-3 clutch scenario, clutching it out and winning by objective. Kimpa tried to push up. He just gets domed immediately by Wicked. A fantabulous shot coming out from Wicked. Oh my gosh, Nakaz just spots Epi playing inside a warehouse now. Now Epi's trapped on the bottom of the warehouse. They can just jump right in and take him out. Oh, they were at least trying to go for it, but they are going to back off. Now Wicked is going into window, looking for picks. Delcor could spot him, but Delcor is looking under the stairs. Now is Wicked going to be prepared for this? He made a little bit of noise there. Is that call going to be called out for Delcor? They know where Delcor is playing, but they don't know where Kimpa is playing. He's playing behind the generator. And now he could flank at this entire team if they're not prepared for Kimpa to play behind here. Now Kimpa's going to make his move, going to push up, going to spot 1 player, not going to take the shot, takes the shot now into Nakaz, goes for the second kill into Cactus, and now makes it a 2-on-2, makes it a 1-on-2 for Wicked. Once again, he is playing on those stairs. Can he do it again? There is a smoke out. Wicked going to go on the far side, has Kimpa on his left. Oh, can't get to the bomb, and the bomb will get defused. So great try there from Wicked, but Kimpa going absolutely crazy, getting a 4K, and getting those 3 kills to just stop them from you know, winning that round. If Kimpa hadn't gotten 1 kill there, it would have been a loss for them. Alright, so Kimpa's sitting 8-2. The rest of his team not looking too good. However, the other players on RokaHeat, they don't have many kills either. They're just winning by objective. So Kempa is definitely making the difference in this game and will continue to do so if he can play as he has been. I don't know what Cable was trying to do there with that nade. You have to be at the top of the stairs to be able to land. Oh, I know what he was doing. He's trying to nade behind there on that corner. My bad. Just looked kind of funny. Alright, so RokaHeat, they have two players setting up the same way at one site. Maybe they think, hey, we can get that opening frag here on one. Let's try and do that, but then go over to two. A.v.A is playing in cellar, and there are two players. The bomb is just sitting in the leeway. Maybe they're going to try to push both sites at the same time, and through the confusion, try to, figure out which site they should take. But however, Fox hunting is a map where no one rotates. So even with all this Fnackle going over at one site, no one rotates over. Delcor going to get that kill into Wicked on the front of two. And everyone from RokaHeat, they're just going to commit to this too. They have a lot of players to work through here. Let's hop on to A.v.A. He's playing up inside of the site. Could spot a few of the players, but no, Delcor gets taken out from behind. A crucial communication error coming out from Global, going to cost them 2 players, going to cost them 3 players. As Cable just goes absolutely massive. Let's hop on to Kimpa as he's getting shot from all over the place. And now A.v.A. Do they know where A.v.A.'s playing? I don't know if they do. A.v.A. is going to push out here. Might spot one player. Gets spotted. Will get taken out by Cable. Cable with an excellent 4 kill round there. So replicating Kimpa's performance in the previous round. And RokaHeat 3-1 against Global. Alright, so now this is the time where I believe Global needs to start playing a little bit more aggressively, a little bit more like their actual style. There is a certain way to play fox hunting. It's where you just play solid defense. You don't move at all, because pushing up at all, you're giving away an advantage. However, scopes can push up on this map, and they have Taz and Delcor that are scopes. They could push those stairs, they could push the 2 stairs, and work some first opening frags. RokaHeat wouldn't be expecting those. Oh, okay, here we go. Taz and Delcor, those scope picks are working to the favor of Global. They take down Wicked and they take down Quam. It was only Wicked that was really having an impact. Now Cable is still alive for the team, so he is a player that they do need to take out. However, RokaHeat can't keep pushing this issue at front too. They're going to be at such a disadvantage on these angles. Syphus keeps pushing up on his own, even though there are 2 players there. Delcor and Taz are both trying to cover this angle. Delcor taking down Nakaz there, who's trying to back out, I believe. It's not looking good for RokaHeat. They're in a 2-on-4. They have a whole bunch of players to get. And Captus are waiting on the one side. He's got A.v.A. on the one stairs trying to flank around here. He's got Kimpa playing here as well. And he's got the X95R against the AK of Kimpa. Gonna be very hard for him to do. And look, the A.v.A. has already surmounted map control. Gonna be very hard here. For Cable and Captus, or Cable, he has more of a chance of actually doing work here if he can land those one-tap headshots. At least onto Taz, but then he's got to somehow make it through Delcor. He spots Taz, so he knows where he's playing. Taz takes him down immediately. It's all up to Captus, and he's going to get shut down immediately. So, RokaHeat, they've already won 2 rounds, or 3 rounds on this map as well. That's +1 over what you should try to win normally. We're in the 5th round, 4 more rounds to go. If RokaHeat can secure at least 1 more round, defense will be super easy for them if they know how to play defense well. Kimpa going strong here, getting that opening frag like I was talking about, pushing those 2 stairs, getting the kill into Quam M. So already RokaHeat is down 1 player. It was Quam. He has been doing a fair amount of work for his team. However, they still have Cable and Wicked to work with here, so completely not out of the round yet, not over yet. Delcor and Taz are still alive. Kimpa very low HP, something they might be able to work with, but they just stuck Kimpa in Red House, so he's in a safe place. And RokaHeat, they spot 1 player playing inside of that warehouse. He'll need support from Library or something to that effect, but he does get 1 player. Oh no, A.v.A. pushes out immediately, gets the frag. Cable's going to try to push out. spots Epi, takes him down, spots Cyphet, so a nice 2-for-2 exchange. However, one more player for RokaHeat did die, so it's still a 2-on-3. Haven't taken out the scopes on Global yet as well, so those two players are going to have a lot of work. Wicked still alive. He's going to have to do a whole bunch of work here. However, look at this. PC Global, they have Delcor playing at West Mansion. They have Kimpa playing over at the outside of Mansion entrance into the one site. So very tricky spots that RokaHeat may not be expecting, and that surprise element is all they need, but somehow Cable was actually able to take down Kimpa. I don't know what Kimpa was looking at there. But now they have Taz to work. If Taz misses the shot and doesn't get a kill, he's given his position away, and they could just fly to 1, or they can go up through ladder and just take down Taz together inside of this this close range 2 site. So it's all up to Taz here to land this shot. Now he's playing in a pretty open spot here. The smoke is going to go down, and they are going to go up into that ladder, I believe. And now Taz is going to sit on the cross here, just waiting for it. They are going to definitely peek this. He takes down Cable, but now Wicked knows where he is playing. Will take the bomb. It's going to jump around this corner, misses the pistol shots. Is going to try to take down Taz, but they're just going to plant the bomb anyway since Taz doesn't have enough time. He's going to actually run into the site and takes him down. 3-3, all tied up. 3 more rounds to go, guys, in this first half of Fox Hunting. It is so close between these two teams. And by the way, guys, go like us on Facebook. Get us over that 600 likes. We are at 598. We are so close. If you want to stay up to date with our content and all that fun stuff, you know what to do. Alright, so let's see. 3 players from Global are playing outside of that one site. As we can see on this little map that pops up on the screen. We have 4 players playing around West Mansion and Mansion, Yellow Car, trying to maybe work that one site. Maybe they're trying to go back to what worked in the first 2 rounds. And they also have 1 player all the way over at the 2 stairs, trying to just be a little bit of a distraction, catch the rotation off, which can work convincingly well. So if Wicked can land maybe 1 shot in the confusion after they throw out the smokes from that from mid house, you know, it could go their way. However, Global hold steady, get the receiving kills, and they will be fine for the rest of the retake of the site. And we do have Epi playing inside that generator. Oh, we do spot 1 player at Broom, but Wicked can't get the kill. Doesn't matter. Delco will get shut down, but are they going to expect Epi to play inside of this? They know he's playing in there now. There are going to be no surprises. It's going to be a 3-on-3. Talk about a 2-on-2 now. However, the kill exchanges are just coming out from all over the place here. Kybal needs to get this frag. Onto Taz. Taz is trying to get it. Taz doesn't get him. And it's going to be Epi that's still alive here. It's a 1-on-2 for Cable. Cable, the top performing player currently on RokaHeat, needs to land these frags. Oh, gonna get baited out there by Taz. Will get shut down. 4-3 now for Global. Global finally taking the round lead over RokaHeat. Alright, so a 3-player heavy stack over at 1 coming up from Global. If you just want to see where everyone's playing in the opening round here, we can look at this little mini map here. Wicked getting a nice double kill. What the heck is he doing? Global making a massive mistake. They know Wicked is a scope, likes to play on those stairs. I don't know why they were expecting him not to play in window, with playing how heavy-handed on top of these 1 stairs they were. Wicked trying to find the pick onto Delcor. Isn't going to work out. Nice kill exchange there between Cyphez and Nakaz. Cyphez will take down the scope though. And now Taz and Kimpa, last 2 players alive here against the 4 of RokaHeat. Will have to plant the bomb. Kimpa doing a lot of work for his team, getting that kill. And really, it's going to be Kimpa that is going to have to be the X factor here, as Taz is a little bit constrained. But is he going to land this shot? Yeah, Cactus is just not going to go for that. Not going to play with that at all. So Cactus and a whole bunch of players are pushing Kimpa. They take him down, but on the return, Nakaz gets dropped by Taz. And now Taz is in a 1-on-2. He knows there's a player behind him. Oh, is Nakaz going to try to push up through window here? I want, or Cactus going to push through window. Alright, Taz is in a really good spot here. Takes down Quam. He's in a 1-on-3 once again, and this is what I always say about Taz. He may not get those first opening frags, but he's the scariest clutch scope we currently have in A.v.A. He always seems to find these clutches, and he has bomb. Cactus makes noise for a pre-fire, and now Taz is going to go back up into ladder room to find Cactus. Cactus is going to try to plant, and Taz will be able to hear this.
Charge set.
Now, Cactus, where do you play? Where do you play? If you watch this angle, oh, you spot Taz, but he spots you. The boogeyman knows where you are. Where can you hide? Cactus, if he peeks this corner, he could take down Taz. Taz is going to look, turn around. Oh, Taz with the clutch onto Cactus. Onto RokaHeat, taking that round. That shouldn't have been a round for Global. Taz just clutched it out 1-on-3. Massive misplay. Taz getting 4 kills in that round. He's 13-3 now. 5-3 for Global now. So one more round, and that's a pretty okay first half here. Defensive half. And now RokaHeat have to start from all over again to be able to win this. And now Global, they're not going to play aggressive. They're going to sit back and play how they played in the first few rounds. And RokaHeat, they may be too afraid to push this one site now. And Taz, watching this front of 2, it looked like Cactus might try to push this. Oh, but Taz spots Pass Wicked, but isn't going to get that kill. Now Taz has to reposition himself, has to run all the way back to well. And Epi's playing down inside of the cellar, something we haven't seen RokaHeat actually. Well, they took advantage of it once, I should say, sorry. But it looks like a front 2-2 play with, just rotation kills coming out from that one site. So that's what RokaHeat's trying to do this round. Are they going to try and bunch up and just go straight into 2? I think maybe just by the amount of nades. So yeah, Epi is going to lock down that entrance. He's going to spot a whole bunch of players come out here. He's going to get dropped. Now that one side is completely open, it's up to Taz to get a whole bunch of these kills here. They've already launched themselves into the side of the site. Taz is about to get flanked from behind. Doesn't matter. Delcor takes down Cactus, who was trying to flank there. Oh, no, it's Kwamam and Kybal that do get taken down. And this retake is just coming in strong. Kimpa with the kill onto Cactus. Just 2 players. Let's hop on board to Wicked. And maybe to Nakaz. Wicked going huge here. Getting that kill onto Cyphus. Had to land that shot. Doesn't realize Kimpa is still on the outside of the site, I believe. Yeah, bomb hasn't gone down. Delcor still alive. And oh, look at this. Wicked is going to go to these stairs and try to get the kill on to Delcor that's playing inside of this window room. But Delcor, that angle is too strong there for Delcor. And I think, yeah, so this is smart, playing the cause down on the bottom side part of the site. Where is Wicked? Yeah, Wicked's going to try to get this kill onto Kimpa. Kimpa has to go this way. Misses the shot, misses again. Takes down Kimpa, and now it's off to Delcor to clutch. Can he repeat Taz's performance from before? He's very low. If he gets spotted by Nakaz, he will get immediately taken out as he's one shot. Pistols coming out. Wicked missing the shots. Delcor missing another shot. He has that ASW. He has the quick scopes. He hears where one of the players go. Missing the shot again, and finally RokaHeat will take that. It's going to be 4-5, or 5-4 I should say, for Global. So very close first half here on Fox on A. So we were expecting like an 8-1 defense half, or a 7-2, or something to that effect from Global. Well, we weren't expecting that, but it was a pretty decent, chance of that happening. I said this was an X Factor map, 5-4 only for Global on offense. So now, if RokaHeat, if their defense, if they can play their defense better and just not lose, 5 rounds on defense, or 4 rounds, I should say, on defense, then they'll be in a prime spot to take this entire half, which defense is the easier side. So, I mean, if they can win 4 rounds against the defense of Global, technically, on the harder side, they should be able to win more than 4 rounds. So that's what we're looking to see here. If they can win this, that'll be the first time Global has ever lost 2 maps at all in total. First time ever Global has lost 2 maps in a series, and first time like that they'll be forced to be able to have to go to a 5th map. And we're countdown is starting here to go into the second half of Fox Hunting between Global and RokaHeat. Tell all your friends that this game is going on. It is such a close game between these teams. Totally unexpected how close this game actually is. And here we go. So again, I asked the chat once again, press 1 if you think RokaHeat can take this map. Press 2 if you think Global is going to bring it out and win this half and win this map, or at least bring it to a tiebreaker. And we're already seeing Global pushing out strong here on offense. Let's look at the mini-map here. You can see where all the players are playing. The red is RokaHeat, the blue is Global, and they're just setting up all over the place. Let's hop on board to this player who is pushing in. It was A.v.A who pushed into the match, and he was being a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too early on in the round, or in the entire half, I should say. We'll take down. Look at this HP. RokaHeat has lost 1 player, but 3 players from Global are very low HP, and they're going to be going up against a lot of these strong rifle players. Look at this. Cactus is pushing up, can't land the headshot, and look at this. Oh, where did we go? Look at where Nakaz is playing. As soon as I think Taz is going to make a shot here, Nakaz heard that jump for sure. He could wallbang this, I believe, with the Kraken. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. Wicked already getting killed into Delcor, and this is just looking brutal for Global. They're playing into all the common tropes of a strong defensive team. And they're not doing what RokaHeat did, which is kind of like baiting out the rotations a little bit. Oh, no, look at that. Taz missing the opening pick onto Nakaz, and that's where Taz doesn't really show his strength there, is on those opening entry frags. He's really that clutch and mid-round type of player. And, okay, so look at this. Call has already been made that Global is pushing in through the front of 2. 1 player's already made it through well. They called it out. Kempa easily taken down. And now the 2 rifles that are left are very low HP. Both 1 hit. Epi picks up a scope because of it. We just have to sit here to Nakaz because he's in such a strong position to get all these kills here. And look at that. Who was that? That's Cable getting all the kills. Wicked falling for another kill as well. So first round going to RokaHeat. That's going to be all tied up 5-5 for the overall map score. So now it's 5 rounds between either of these teams, and they will take this map. And now we need to see something different from Global. That slow style of play doesn't really work. Maybe it'll work if you can get a scope over at that stairs or the window, but RokaHeat doesn't really play people there, and this is actually kind of risky from RokaHeat. They don't have rounds to spare, so they are going to just play a whole bunch of players here. Scope is going to peek. Scope gets taken down. That's Taz, but the second scope is there for the exchange. And yeah, they needed to back off there before Delcor got up here. Delcor running the DSCR now. Just RokaHeat trying to play super aggressive, and it doesn't work that well unless you have momentum, which you don't really have. Wicked 1-on-4 now. A lot of players to kill, missing the shots. They know where he is. He's about to be swarmed. And we'll get taken out. And that's all tied up 1-1. Overall score is 6-5 though for Global. They are 4 rounds, just 4 rounds shy of taking this half and taking the map. And RokaHeat didn't learn their lesson. Nakaz is still going to play on the stairs. No, he was just nading that. Alright, so Qualm is actually playing inside of the match, and he has a player he needs to check out. He does take down Epi. Epi failing massively, getting Qualm down to very low HP, 1 hit, but then misses all the remaining shots, and yeah, it'll just be a free kill there for Taz. Wicked is going to get dropped as well. Oh, this is not looking good. RokaHeat, they're just playing way too aggressive and way out in the open here, getting way too ahead of themselves, and Global is just taking advantage of it. So great job to them. Capt is finding that kill into Taz. He's last player alive though. He's in a 1-on-3. He shouldn't be coming through this door. He should be coming from the stairs or going through library or something. No way he gets through this. Is going to get out for free. Somehow, what the heck? Global just let him out. Oh, I get the kill onto the scope. He's going to get pushed from behind. And that's Global 2-1 on offense as well. So winning these rounds, RokaHeat, if they played like Global would, they would have won both of those rounds for sure. RokaHeat, let's see how they still putting Qualm inside that warehouse or that mansion. I'd say if Qualm can get 1 kill, that's great. but he needs to make it out without dying. If he dies, then that's one player on the defensive squad that is down. So risk versus reward really isn't there for Kwame, but he is giving us something interesting to watch. That's for sure. Alright, so Kwame can hear a couple of them in cellar. Doesn't hear anyone coming from the stairs. He will back off regardless, though, to cover both of his angles. And they are going to set cable inside of this mansion. They spot one player. They call him out. Well, they don't realize for him to do the double take. That's going to be E.v.A that's going to get shot to very low HP. Kabel is just waiting for him to push out. But we also see a whole bunch of players. Oh, it's going to be Kimpa pushing in. Now it's up to Kabel. He will get dropped immediately by Delcor. You can't play in the open against Delcor when he has a DSR like that. He'll just wreck you down into the ground. And now RokaHeat have to either defend or retake this one side because the push is about to come out here from Global. Nakaz already gives his position away. Doesn't land that shot into player. Missing a whole bunch of shots more. Dealing a lot of damage, but damage doesn't matter here when you're down by so many players. Wicked will get a kill. And now Cactus gets that kill into E.v.A. Oh, can he get this long range kill onto Delcor? He could if he had the opportunity. He turns around, not just in the nick of time, takes down Kimpa. And now it's back to a 2-on-2. Global trying to push up too aggressively and not realizing their actual... Oh, Delcor missing a crucial shot here. Needs to get the jumping shot. Trying to play around in the smoke. Cactus missing all these shots, but it doesn't matter because Wicked is there from the flank. The bomb isn't even down yet. Now let's hop on to Cyphez as he has the clutch 1-on-2. Both of these players are very low. Potentially one-tap kills. Takes down Wicked. Can he find... Oh, he can't find Cyphez or Cactus. Cactus will take him down. And RokaHeat, they desperately needed that round win. They didn't want to give any more to Global. They really can't give any more to Global either. All right, so the current total is 7-6 for Global. So they're still leading by 1 round, 3 rounds for them, and they will take this 4 rounds, and it'll go to RokaHeat. RokaHeat just has to win 4 rounds on defense. Go back a year, and this would already be over. Oh, Cyphez is trying to push up here with Kimpa, but they've already lost E.v.A. However, Wicked has been dropped, and now Quam has been dropped as well for RokaHeat. So it's the same scenario as last round. They just have to make sure this 3-on-4 doesn't become a... This 2-on-4 doesn't become a 2-on-2. Cactus is going for a long flank from behind. Is going to get dropped, but now he's given his position away, so Cactus needs to do a lot of work. He should wait for the bomb to get planted. He's got too many angles to cover. And that's going to be it. That's going to be a 3-2 now for Crackers. They are 2 rounds away. Two rounds away from taking this map and leading 2-1 into the 4th map, which is what they want. But look at this, Wicked going strong here, taking down E.v.A. E.v.A not performing too well so far, but he is trying to do his work as a point man. Taz trying to find this player around the corner. It is Cactus. He misses. He doesn't miss. Takes him down. Tries to pre-fire through the front of one. Wicked not landing those shots at all. Oh, Taz missing that shot onto the stairs. We need to hop onto Nakaz here. He's got 3 players that could push him on the stairs, and he's playing a close angle. He's also got support coming out from Quam M, and good job here from RokaHeat. They're going to allow him to come to the side of the site, but it's not going to matter. Taz finally finding that kill into Cable. Maybe we'll change up the strat. No, Global are still going to try to take this one site. Oh, but Taz gets dropped by Wicked. Wicked pushing in from the mansion. Global trying to push up a little bit too fast here. Cyphus takes down. He drops the bomb at Generator. So now they have to send one player or both players to get this bomb, which will trap them. Delcor trying to dig themselves out of a hole here. We'll take down Wicked. But Nakasha just stopped peeking this. And somehow Quam M pushes up. They both are confusing Delcor. Delcor is in a very good clutch scenario here. Let's hop onto him. Hopefully RokaHeat doesn't misplay this. They can't push Delcor. Why are you peeking that? Delcor could have landed that shot onto you, Nakaz. That's so scary. And now he's going to be up inside of Red House. So if Nakaz and Quam M keep trying to push Delcor here, it'll just be absolutely terrible for him. Oh no, he spots the red text. Delcor knows where one player is. He knows where both players are. And he has 40 seconds to work with. Delcor could clutch this out. He's going to jump up, try to make noise. Oh, It's so scary when QualMem actually peeks Delcor when he doesn't need to. Oh, okay, so NK gets one more shot. That's going to be it. And that's going to be 3-3. RokaHeat winning that round. Very close. But, you know, Global was just pushing an issue on that one site that wasn't going to work out. Even though they got the site, they'd already pretty much lost the round. They'd lost too many players to hold that one site. They had Wicked coming around, already flanking them. Got that kill to Taz. And it was downhill from there. But still, it's all tied up here in this second half. Global still leads with one round. But, and it looks like they're giving RokaHeat a lot of trouble here on defense, but has RokaHeat finally learned how to play this defense? Are they going to play in these passive, shallow positions on these sites? Instead of playing super aggressive and throwing just free kills around to the rest of the team. You know, Global, they're out of ideas. Apparently, they're just trying to work this one site once again. Wicked could find these shots onto the stairs. He is playing in the right spot. Oh, look at this. Nakaz going absolutely crazy. And it was Quam and Nakaz going crazy here, getting 3 kills, but they lose 2. I don't know if it's worth it here, but I guess it is when Cable gets another 2 kills as well. And now it's up to Delcor in a 1-on-3. Hopefully he doesn't able to do this. He almost takes down Wicked, misses that shot just barely by those barrels. Delcor, he knows that Wicked did rotate over here, but it's a 1-on-3. He drops down, takes some damage. Is it going to take a scope shot anymore? It's going to try to peek this. Takes down Cactus. I don't know why Cactus is full body peeking an angle on a scope. What a terrible play, and could potentially allow Delcor back into this round when there's so much pressure here on RokaHeat to win these rounds. They can't lose anymore. So, like, -10, like, reputation points there for Cactus, costing his team potentially the round here. Delcor is going to try to push up. Delcor peeks up at the exact right time. Wicked with 3 kills in that round, I believe. And finally, RokaHeat, they tie up the map score, and they also take the round series advantage in this half. So it's all tied up 7-7, guys. 3 more rounds to go for each of these teams. Very close between them. Oh, look at where Quam M is playing. He's doing super aggressive, could flank them. He flanks them. He gets 1 kill. Gets the kill onto Delcor as well. And, you know, when you know that the offensive team is taking it slow and they're grouping up as a ball of death and they're trying to push sites all at once, that's when you start pushing Cellar, pushing the spawn, pushing Yellow Car when you get information that they're at 2 stairs or 1 stairs. And that's exactly what RokaHeat did. Textbook play. And now this is where Global, for the first minute and a half of this round, they just need to play completely solid and not push too hard. As it's 9 rounds now. It's map point for RokaHeat. You know, like 1 more round and they will win. Crackheads are Global. They need 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds in order to win. So they don't have much to spare. They already lose Epi to Quam M, and Quam M already backs off. Oh, this is not looking good. Nakaz gets a whole bunch of frags. Delcor will take down Wicked, who is looking for the library. But is it going to matter? Because we have Quam M pushing in here as well. Taz going massive. He's last player alive. He can't clutch it out for the team. And that's going to be the second map victory going to RokaHeat. 6-3 as well. Unbelievable performance here coming up from RokaHeat. I said fox hunting was the next factor in my prediction video that I put out on Wednesday. I said that it could be a map that they might have trouble on. So yeah, as you can see, Fox hunting 10-8, Harrowblow 10-6, and then India 10-1. First time Global's actually down in a map score series. And they play Airplane next, which is the map that Global did pick. So, you know, Global should try to win this map. They won their Hammerblow map, but it was very dicey there. In my analysis, you know, that I had, I said that India wouldn't be played, that, you know, they'd have to win the first map. RokaHeat, they won the first map. It was a map that they picked, but it was India. I said it was a map that, you know, they should ban out, but they won it anyways. And then I said their path to victory would be to play fox hunting, third or fourth, and then airplane third or fourth, and then have dual sight as that last map, just as a backup insurance, just just in case. Fox hunting airplane because no one really plays these maps. Maybe they can squeak by a win here. I said more likely to win on fox hunting. That's why I've been saying it's an X factor. So their path to victory here is lining up with what I predicted. The fox hunting win was very close, so very very tight game there. Doesn't indicate if Global's going to roll over on airplane. Like if this airplane could just be a straight 9-0 for Global. So don't underestimate Global yet. Fox hunting isn't really a map to take things away from unless RokaHeat picks it and intentionally wants to win on that map. So yeah, airplane. I'd say this map is going to go to Global, and we're heading to dual sight with a 2-2 map score. However, with the way RokaHeat is playing, they're playing teamwork oriented, and they have a lot of individual skill. Like Nakaz and Cable just getting these crazy, and Quam too, and Wicked stepping up when it matters. And Global, I mean, they have better individual skill, but they don't have that crisp teamwork that we are seeing from RokaHeat. So those trade frags, those bait and switches that we see coming out, the buddy system overall, all those basic stuff, really working against Global here. I mean, they would have won fox hunting if Global had better, bait and switch and better teamwork. But that just comes down to how the teams play. And airplane, it's a map that definitely favors scopes. They have two scopes, Delcor and Taz. Taz and Delcor always perform well on this map. They're going to be going offense first, which can prove some trouble if Wicked or that first guy can land like 1 or 2 kills on defense. So there is that scenario. Switching sides. I see a lot of hype in the chat from everyone saying RokaHeat hype. They are one map away from actually eliminating Global into a third, fourth placement in this Winter League, which would be completely unexpected. And there is no loser bracket, so if you lose this, you're out. And alright. Here we are loading into the fourth map. It is Airplane. It's currently 2-1 to RokaHeat. You heard that right. RokaHeat, not Global. And so the map scores were 10-1 on India, 10-6 on Hammerflow, 10-8 on Fox Hunting. And it's going to be Global taking offense first, which it's kind of similar to Fox Hunting, where offense can be the more difficult side if you don't have a really good execution at one side. You don't smoke off, nade the spots, then push immediately. You don't get that first opening frag. You run into a 3-man stack at 1. You can really just get annihilated here. I think we are going to see a fast execution into this one side. Oh, but look at this. Cactus already gets inside of this tunnel. He's going to back off, gets the first kill onto Cyphers in this first half, and now he's going to play. This is such a hard spot to get a player out of. And Delcor missing shots, a lot of rifles. Oh, can't follow up, but he will. Quam M will get 1 kill, but 2 kills go to Global. And now it's going to be up to Cable and Nakaz, I believe, that are playing around here. Wicked is still playing over at 1. He's playing inside of the blue room. And this might be a time for Global to call it or rotate, as look at those HP values. They are so low. Taz may not even be able to do anything. He barely misses that shot, but Cable as well misses his shot as well. And we need to see that individual skill come out from Global right now to win this 3-on-3. Down a whole bunch of HP, but it's not going to work out here. Nakaz already gets 1 frag. Here comes the Cable with the second frag. Let's hop onto Epi, see what he can do. He's going to pick up the scope. They may not expect him to be scoping. Will get dropped as well. And when you don't have any HP like that, it's so hard to win these long-range duels. Long-range duels, you need at least like 50, 60 HP to really come out on top. If you're below 20 or 30, with these AKs or X95Rs, you're just going to get blown away. And really, the only saving grace here for RokaHeat is that they are on defense and they do have better teamwork, which could allow them to win this by a heavy margin, 7-2, something to that effect, if Global cannot find a way into these bomb sites. And Airplane is just like Black Scent, where the round could be decided before you even get into the bomb site. Oh, okay, so Kaivel not landing those shots correctly is going to get caught out. Heavy mistake there coming out from RokaHeat, leaves mid open. Actually, mid is completely open. No one is at one site, and we can see a fast rotation over into this one site. Great job here from Global. Great calls. They do get one kill onto Epi, but they need to find at least one more before this bomb goes down. And they need to have someone flanking. Oh, Sypha's out of bullets, getting the kill, and now it's all going to be up to Wicked. So terrible misplay here from RokaHeat. They sent, I think that was Kaivel to mid. He was pushing up at box instead of sitting inside the left corner or the right boxes, so he had nowhere to escape to. And he got dropped. That opened up the entire middle section, and for some reason, RokaHeat, they rotated all their players over to one, so it was a very heavy-handed call, similar to what was happening on Hammerblow there with Global. While they lost a few rounds to RokaHeat, they just need to remember to leave one player on the bomb site when you still have 4 players live. I mean, it's... so it did cost them that round there, so great job there from Global to capitalize on that mistake, execute the push onto the one site, and save the round in the post-plant position. Alright, so we are going to see a 2 push. This 2 push is definitely a little bit harder to pull off than on that 1, and it's definitely easier on the retake for the defensive squad, so a lot of work has to be done here. They do work out, they do take down Cable. Qualm M trying to do a lot of work here, but it's not going to work out. He's going to get kill exchanged. Cactus is going to try to push out. They don't realize if Sypha is inside of the site yet. He spots one player, goes for the dual long range with the X95R, has to reload. And Sypha is looking for these picks, but he's out in the open, and he's going to get dropped down by Nakaz. So it's all tied up to a 3-on-3, very similar HP values, and they don't realize that Taz is actually watching that angle. Will lose one, so now it's a 2-on-2 as Nakaz gets another kill onto Appy. Oh, Captain's going to drop down. He drops down. I don't know if they heard him. Oh, he gives away his position. And Nakaz is trying to go for a flank here. The bomb is trapped just slightly. And now it's going to have to be Taz to push in and get this frag. Is Taz going to land the shot? He lands the shot. Now it's all up to Nakaz. He's in a 1-on-2. Bomb isn't rotating over. He still has Taz to deal with inside of the blue room. Taz is going to hear him running. Is Taz going to jump out the window? No. Taz, I don't think they heard him running. They're going to rotate over. Does he check behind him? He checks behind him. He heard him drop. Oh, but now Taz is in a 1-on-1 situation. Can he pull it off like he did on Hammerblow? He will win the round 2-1. For Global, winning out by the skin of their teeth here. RokaHeat, they just need to hold on to their defense, and they'd be winning these defensive rounds no problem. Yeah, and when Global switches over to defense, their double scope is going to be so effective. Unless RokaHeat actually plays really aggressive and somehow catches them off guard with smokes, but we're going to have to see how it's going to work out here. Global, again, going in for the push on to this 2 side. Let's see how it's going to work out here. They're not going to delay at all. Just a straight up push. Wicked going to get caught off guard. He gets that first kill, but he should be playing the backyard there. It's going to be up to Qualm M. He doesn't get any kills at all. Sypha is getting a nice double kill. Great entry fragging from him. Now Kimba smoking off blue room spots. One player is going to just go for the pre-fire. He's lit very low. Can the retake come in strong here? Stop onto Nakaz as he's trying to push up. Oh, but look at that. Taz is still flying alive here. Delcor gets dropped. Now it's a 1-on-1 again between Taz and Kaivel. Taz missing the shot. A lot of time is left here. He's going to try to fake the bomb. Taz has to push down. Taz is going to push down. He gets dropped. Falls into prey of Kaivel. Kaivel was actually still in the same line of angle that Taz should have been looking at. So just couldn't get the flick shot. And RokaHeat, by the skin of their teeth, by the skin of Nakaz, actually, he got a nice double kill there. They bring it back 2-2, so they're not going down without a fight here. However, they should probably try to win this 6-3 at the bare minimum. Anything less than that, and it will be in the favor of Global on the side switch. Alright, so Kaivel is still playing the same spot, trying to get... He is getting support from his teammate, but this is costing them a lot of HP so far. Qualm M and Kaivel are both half HP. They do deal a lot of damage to Epi and Delcor. Delcor no longer scoping, going for that extra firing power here from Global. However, Cable still playing the same spot. He's in the open spot here. Takes down Delcor. Can he find up with the second? He's trying to shoot through the window. Too many players to deal with. And Nakaz left him alone to die here. Nakaz going for a second frag. Can't land the shot. It's going to try to play in the same spot. Knows it's a point man, so he can deal this damage. Misses the shot again. And look at this. Quam M and Wicked are both playing inside of the one site. So if these two players try to push into that one site, it's going to be a world of hurt. And look at this. Cactus has already pushed. Wicked opening up strong with a first frag here. They can't back off. They're going to walk right into Cactus. Cactus going to catch one. Gets one. Calls it another player playing up bookcase. Backs off correctly and isn't going to give away another kill. They have to clear out Cactus. Nakaz clears out another player. It's all up to Syfez. Syfez trying to get one. He's got 3 players pushing him from all different angles. Takes down Quam. Looks for Wicked. Doesn't realize Wicked is still there. Has his pistol out. Gets the pistol kill. Can he get the quad kill? No, he can't. Too many players. Not enough bullets. So Nakaz currently 9-3 for his team here. So it's looking scary here for Global. If I don't think they should go 1 or 2 anymore. Maybe try to work mid or one site, but that too, I don't think they have enough rounds to experiment with that anymore. 3-2 now for RokaHeat. Let's hop on to Nakaz. He's playing close at the double doors. He's going to reload his gun. He's going to try to push these stairs. He is crouching. He's going to have to get Nathan back off. But still, no one from Global is taking advantage of these dispositions that these nades are causing. Nakaz, they line up for him. He takes down Syfez. And he takes down Delcor. He's trying to go aggressive again. This is going completely in the favor of RokaHeat, but then all of a sudden, Global bring it back. Now, Wicked is all alone in a 1-on-2. He's got a player in the window that he has to take down. He's got a player playing at this angle. Spots Kimpa, and now it's going to be scope on scope. Oh, he looked like he had the angle, but Taz will get the kill. I have no idea how RokaHeat played it so poorly that they went from a 4-on-2 to a 2, from a 1-on-2 to a 1-on-1 to a 1-on-2. Like, RokaHeat is just... They're winning these rounds in the opening frags. They're throwing it away in the post plant and pre-plant scenarios. Like, RokaHeat, 6 rounds in, 3 rounds to go, and RokaHeat needs to take all of them. Well, Wicked starting off strong here onto Delcor, but as we've seen from the last 2 rounds, that doesn't mean anything at all. Tables could still be turned around here by Global's just their sole fragging power. Can always slip away from RokaHeat. They do have A.v.A playing at the mid, waiting for anyone to try and flank down through that. Alright, so Global, they win one site, but then they go back to 2 site where they've had the worst luck winning these rounds. So, interesting choice and decision. Hopefully they've learned something to change it up. Oh, Kybal, what are you doing? He is going to push out. He gets the kill into A.v.A. Gets the second kill into Kimpa. He knows there's a 3rd player. Pushes out. Can he find the 3rd frag? He gets the 3rd frag onto Syfez with that pistol, completely annihilating all of Global's chances of winning that round. Great job to him.
Your efforts are commended.
Well, I say Global has individual skill. RokaHeat has it as well. Nakaz is performing very good. I said he performs very consistently in my analysis video, and he's always a player to have impact. I said he had to have a little bit more if he wanted to pull us ahead, and it looks like he's doing just that. Oh, this is not looking good at all. For Global, they tried to push in aggressively, but it was a 3-on-3. Now it's a 2-on-3 for Global. Syfez half HP. Taz still alive, trying to work through his magic, but not able to land anything quite yet. Syfez is trying to peek through this window. He's just waiting for someone to actually jump up here. Cactus is very likely to actually jump that. Taz somehow lands a shot onto Kybal. I don't know why he was peeking that. Cactus, if you jump, you're probably going to get raped. Nope. Well, okay, Cactus didn't even get shot at all. And Taz is still here, and now Cactus has to play it safe. Pop back onto Wicked, takes down Taz. Can he find the 2nd? No, it's going to be Cactus that finally does take him down. 5-3 for RokaHeat. 1 round away from doing what they the bare minimum rounds they need to win here. 6-3 is what they need at least to actually have a chance to win it on offense, unless Global somehow just throws away their defense completely. But Global, they need to stop RokaHeat from getting this round. They need to play it much better. They are going to one where they've had the most success of getting into the site. They get a nice headshot through the smoke onto Cactus. So I don't know what's happening there. Now they have control of the window room. They don't have control of blue room. We just saw, who was that? That was Kybal taking down Epi, but then Sypha gets the return exchange once again. But we need to hop on board to Quam. He's playing outside of that double doors, and he has Nakaz playing on the site with them. They spot the scope. They can't land the headshot. He's going to stand in the open. Taz misses his shot. Do they realize that Kimpa is pushing up? No, they don't. And now it's going to be up to Nakaz. He gets taken out. And now it's all up to Wicked in a 1-on-4. So RokaHeat just completely lost that site due to Global's slow, methodical push onto it. Wicked, very low HP, just pushes into the fray to get it over with. 5-4 for RokaHeat. RokaHeat did win this. But it's going to be scary here because on Fox Hunting, it was Global that actually won the round on defense, 5-4, but then they lost when they side switched onto offense. So maybe a repeat there, like Fox Hunting. So still a very close game. However, I'm gonna have to say it's probably Global that's gonna come out on top here in this second half. I mean, unless RokaHeat has some crazy offensive strategy. I mean, they did well in Hammerable offense somewhat, but they did well in India's offense as well. Sorry for the scores there, guys. I did correct it. It is 10-8 for RokaHeat. They did win that map. That's why it is 2-1. Alright, so a lot to talk about, guys, heading here into this second half. 5-4 for RokaHeat. Alright, so just waiting on the players to ready up and we can head into the second half here. Between these two teams, very surprising that RokaHeat is leading 2-1 over Global. Alright, countdown has started. And alright, here we are in the second half of the fourth map between Global versus RokaHeat in the semifinals of the Winter League. Global is this one half away from being eliminated out of the Winter League season, taking a third or fourth position. RokaHeat looking very strong here. They are going to be on offense this time, so a lot of work for them to do on this side of the map, as they are going to be going up against Global on defense, which is going to be no easy feat at all. Wicked looking for some picks in that blue room, and the score before was 5-4, so we're looking to a similar situation to Hammer Blow, just a little bit reversed. RokaHeat just needs 5 rounds, while Global needs to pull out 6. And offense on Airplane can be very tricky if you don't figure out how the other team is playing. So we could see the first few rounds going to Global just because RokaHeat doesn't know where anyone is playing. Look at this Kaival. Look at how close Kaival and Epi are playing here at the double doors. If Epi tries to push this. Oh, look at that. Taz is going to get dropped. Epi gets the nice head tink onto Cable, but he needs to play it safe and not die. Let's hop up over to 1 where Syphus is trying to defend this with Delcor. Bomb has already gone down, and they have Kaival to contend with from behind, who is 1 HP. I don't know what Syphus was doing with that smoke. Let's hop on board to Delcor. He gets the pick onto Wicked. Now it's going to be up to the rifles inside of the site. All the rifles get annihilated. And yeah, so Kaival's going to take the long way to rotate into here. The bomb is going to go down. He's going to get dropped by Epi. Epi securing that final kill here that he was started all the way over at the double doors. And the first round is going to go to Global, so the score is all tied up 5-5 between these two teams. And RokaHeat need to find a way back into this offense. I just need to find a way into this offense. Great pre-power here coming up from Kaival as they try to push into that double doors and secure it. They do end up doing it, but they have so much to work through here. Is happening here with Epi is pushed below bridge. Might catch who is that? Oh, that's gonna be Kaival and Wicked. He spots that there's still 2 players playing here. Oh, they don't see each other. Oh, they spot each other, and he cuts the kill, but from behind, Kaival tries to shoot him down, but now Epi is trapped with very low HP. Almost gets the kill, but runs out of bullets. He had the kill, and Kaival almost gets dropped from long range distance there by Syphus, and Syphus takes too long to peek, and Wicked will find the kill. But Global knows exactly what RokaHeat's going to try to do. They know they're going to try to push into this one site, and it's 2 scopes. Taz and Delcor. Taz already finding 1 frag. Smoke has come down. Let's hop on board to one of the players. Oh, a nice double kill coming out from Delcor. That's going to leave it all up to Cactus. He lands these shots. He's got a whole bunch of players to deal with. Yeah, he won't be able to deal with it either. So that's going to be 2-0 for Global. Now 6-5. And this is what I'm talking about. Global on defense is a beast. Global with the individual fragging power is even, it's even more frightening. And like, it's defensive airplane. It's really hard to work your magic on offense on this map. To get inside of these sites, like, the best thing to do is just like keep going 1 and try to like work magic with smokes and nades. But when you have 3 players Global stacking that site, then you kind of need to reconsider. You really need to get information, but it's so hard to get information on Airplane as those rotations are so quick. So I'm on board to Epi, see if he's going to do anything there devilish. Yeah, and Epi can definitely hear these players walking into the double doors. You should know there's at least 1 player in here, yeah, along with all that window glass noise breaking. And alright, Epi going to get shot through the door, going to try to pre-fire back himself, but still 5-on-5 between these 2 teams here in the 3rd round of the second half. Epi playing right below window, trying to be cheeky, going for the jump. I think Qualm might have heard that. Kaibo getting taken down by Delcor. Delcor going on the hunt with that DSR. And this is where taking too long on offense can be a problem. Oh, Wicked will get dropped. Oh, but 2 kills coming in quick out from RokaHeat, tying it up to a 3-on-3. Oh, but Kempa will find one return frag onto Nakaz. Now it's up to Cactus and Quam. Cactus is actually sitting in the rotation. We'll cut off 2 of the players. I don't know where the 3rd player from Global is. Oh, he's actually playing at the site. But Cactus has to get these kills. This is the shot. Going to back off, delaying as much as he can. Can't land the shot. And now it's all to Qualmam. He's got a whole bunch of players to kill. He's get 1. Can he get the 2nd? He's out of bullets. That sucks for him. 3-0 for Global now. 7-5 overall map score. So, yeah, not exactly how RokaHeat would like to start this, but it's not too surprising. They do have to figure out where everyone is currently playing on this map. So now this is where RokaHeat needs to start winning. 1, they have to start winning rounds here. 2, this is where they should have all the information they need to make the right calls and right decisions to start winning those rounds. And we're going to see an immediate push into the 2 site, but our rotation is already coming out, and Wicked isn't pushing up in time. It's trying to watch the flank, but can't land those shots. It's going to be Cyfez getting a whole bunch of kills, getting a nice double kill. Taz is the only one that's been dropped down. And it's going to force RokaHeat to back off, and you know, this is the struggles of offense. Oh, what a nice shot there from Kaibo all the way into Blue Room onto Delcor. So that's dropping the scope. That's a massive improvement to what their situation looked like from before. And they could take this 2 site if they decided to go back to it. They just don't know where Epi's playing. They know that they're probably keeping 1 player over at 1. They're hoping that they're going to send someone to rotate over and flank, but they will definitely need Wicked if they try to push that 2 site. So where are they going to try to go now? They could just decide to go up through mid, like we saw Global go through before. So good nades coming out from Wicked, but they're taking their time. Global really can't set up in any best way. The best way to set up is to control that Blue Room, which they actually haven't. It's going to be Cyfez sitting inside of 2 here with Epi at the back part. They are going to catch 1. Kempa going to get the bomb. Going to get shot down from Blue Room. Not expecting 2 players playing in there. So now it's going to be a 2-on-2 between Wicked and Narcause. Oh, but Wicked isn't going to see Cyfez push out. And now it's all going to be up to Nakaz. So win this 1-on-2. Cyfez, Epi are both below half HP. Very doable for him to clutch it out, especially if he can get to this 1 side and keep it close between the players. Oh, he does get shot, almost shot from behind. They are just going to keep pushing up aggressively, not going to give him any time. And where is he going to play? If he plays long range, he's not expecting Epi to have a scope. Epi doesn't shoot, so he still doesn't know. Takes down Epi, takes down Cyfez with a 1-on-2 clutch for the first round for his team. Great job there from the cause. I called him out as like probably the most consistent, most impactful player on RokaHeat, and he's delivering time and time again. He delivered on Fox, he delivered on Hammer, and he just delivered here on Airplane to win RokaHeat the first round. Now let's see if they can carry this momentum into the next round here, as they need to win quite a few more rounds before Crackheads wins 3 more. RokaHeat still needs to win 4 more rounds in order to knock Global out here and win the series 3-1. However, Global 3 rounds, and they will take it to a 5th and final map, which was completely unexpected. Epi pushes up fast, gets a nice kill into Qualmam. Good thing Qualmam is currently 1-5, but Delcor gets an itsy little bullet kill on a rifle, dies for it. I don't know if that was really worth, as you are losing a scope for 1 rifle. A lot of window breaking. The Nakaz is going to come down, spots Epi, but Epi is not having any of that at all. We'll take him down. Now it's going to be Cactus and Kaibo. So Cyfez is still playing over at Blue Room, and we still have Taz playing over there as well. So 1 site is still a little bit weak, but the 2 site is definitely not open for RokaHeat to take. They're going to try to come in here. They know Taz is playing here. Taz missing all the shots. They take down Syfez. Taz missing all these opening frags just completely allows them to push into the site and potentially win this 2-on-3. Are they going to be prepared or able to handle Epi pushing from the flank? Epi is low, so just 1 bullet will do it. However, if they're not paying any attention at all, it doesn't matter how much HP he has. Cactus gets the first kill. Kimpa falls, and so does Epi. Taz pushes in, misses the scope shot. Kaiba was 1 hit. All Taz had to do was pistol him, and it's all Taz's fault. Missing 2 shots on those players. Actually, missing like 4 shots onto those players, because the first player, I heard him shoot like 3 or 4 times. He just missed all those shots. So it's just like how Cactus was playing on Fox Hunting a little bit there, but RokaHeat, 3 rounds. They can taste it now, but Taz is going to spit it out of their mouth. It's going to knock it out of their mouth there with that kill onto Quam. Quam being complete dead weight here for his team. That is Rocky Memo, the guy that I said was the biggest X factor. If he could step up, they could win any map, but he's not stepping up this map, and they are struggling because of it. 1-6 currently. Now Wicked needs to land the shot on, who is that? That's going to be Delcor playing in here, takes the kill onto Delcor, gets the double kill onto Syfez. What a brutal double kill coming out from RokaHeat onto Global. Oh, look at this, Nakaz getting that kill onto Taz. This could be the start of something huge here. Now it's all up to Kimpa to save it for his team. We haven't seen Kimpa explode yet. He's currently just 7-3. If there was a time for him to clutch, it would be now. Completely demoralize the team. Takes down Nakaz. That's 1 of 3. At 30 seconds left. Coming up from behind. He's got 2 players to deal with. Will get shut down. And that's all tied up 3-3 here in this round half. However, it is going to be a 8-7 scoreline now for RokaHeat. And they've won 3 rounds in a row now on offense. Global, they need to change something up. RokaHeat just need to keep doing what they figured out, and 2 more rounds, and they will knock Global out. Can you believe that? Knock Global out 3-1 here on playing India, Fox, Haribo, and India. Completely unimaginable. Global's not out yet. They have 3 rounds they need to work, and Epi doing work for his team will take down Quam, but Quam has died every single time in the last 3 rounds. He doesn't matter at all. RokaHeat's basically win this 4-on-5, which is even more embarrassing for Global to realize. Oh, through the wall. Epi doesn't even get hit once. Oh no, here comes Syfez getting that kill onto Wicked. Cactus has snuck his way into Blue Room. And look at that, Delcor is aware of it. Not going to get fooled twice by it. And Delcor finding another frag. Syfez finding another. And Syfez getting a 3k that round. Great job to him. Making it 4-3. So now it's all tied up in how many rounds each team needs to win this map. 2 rounds for RokaHeat. 2 rounds for Global. RokaHeat, I don't know what they're going to try to do, but they are going to smoke off that double doors. Global, they're stacking 3 players over at this one site, and they're utilizing Taz. If Quam can just get a scope kill, this would be great for them to change it around for the team. No one has died yet in the first 40 seconds or a minute of this round. As I said, Delcor gets a nice kill onto Wicked, but then it's going to be Quam M finally going to kill into Kimpa. They do smoke off that cross. They have 2 players on this one side. They are going to catch Epi off guard. They spot a second player on top of the site. Can they take him down? No, Delcor through the smoke will take down Cactus. It's going to be a 3-on-3. Very tense scenario between these 2 teams here. Oh, Cable missing their UAV onto Delcor, getting the pre-fire but not getting the kills. It's all going to be up to Nakaz once again to clutch for his team, but the players are not that low. He takes down Taz. That was the easy kill. And he's got 2 more players to go. And Delcor will just completely eliminate him. 1 more round and Global will take it to a 5th map, and we will go to dual site. However, still 2 rounds here for RokaHeat. Actually, if RokaHeat can just win 1 round, we will go to a tiebreaker on this map. Which I don't even know how that is going to happen. I think we're going to see RokaHeat. Nope, they're not going to push 2 site. Which they could have. And look at Epi. He's going for a very risky play here. This could cost them the tie or the map win. But Epi could catch one player off guard. Catches! Wicked off guard. It pays for itself already. Getting the kill onto Cable. And that's just a massive blow. Can't get a third kill, but... Oh no, what is... Epi's already fallen, so it's going to be a 3-on-4 now between these two teams. Oh no, Taz getting more kills. They're pushing up aggressive, but it's not going to matter. The Kaz through the smoke will get the kill on to Delcor. And Delcor has been the carry, so he's 11-4. So with him down, there is a chance for this 2-on-3 to actually work out. And both players are still playing side of the blue room here. Cactus pushing out. Cactus is scoping. Boy gets shot by one player. Now the rotation should come out from Syphez on the right. Syphez trying to land the shots. Oh, but they can't land any of these kills. Syphez are going to drop. Now it's going to be 6-3 in this half. The final score of 10-8 for Global. They take it to a 5th and final map. 2-2 map score. Did you believe it? Would you expect it? I don't know. So just like that, guys. So just like that, we are indeed going to a 5th map. You know, we expected a 3-0 from Global. We expected maybe a 3-1 from Global. A 2-2 scoreline was very far away. Even a 3-1 potential victory for RokaHeat was nowhere in anyone's mind. So the fact that we're even here in a 5th map between RokaHeat and Global is absolutely crazy. Global not showing that they are so far ahead of all the other teams that we thought. That the top 4 is closer together than what people thought. Global Celsius isn't just miles ahead of everyone else. So lots to take away from this entire series. But it is 2-2. RokaHeat has to be feeling a little poor that they were 2 rounds from knocking Global out, 3-1 in the semifinals and taking a top 2 placement. 2 rounds away from that type of victory. Meanwhile, Global, they were 2 rounds away from just being knocked out to 3rd or 4th. So very scary for them. But yeah, RokaHeat, they had the potential to win 3-1. Now they're going to have to win 3-2. If they don't win 3-2, it was in their grasp, and they potentially, and they threw it away, basically. So dual site is going to be the final map. I don't think Global is going to struggle this as hard as they struggled on Airplane or Fox fighting on this map. They're starting on defense first. This is the half where they came back and 7-0'd Celsia after losing 0-6 on offense. So we would expect them to completely annihilate RokaHeat here. However, if that doesn't turn out and RokaHeat can keep it even or even win on offense, which is a pattern we've seen so far in the playoffs, is that offense has been a very strong side for most of the maps played, then there's room for doubt for Global actually being able to secure it on the side switch onto offense, because offense, they got 6-0'd by Celsia. So that teamwork could come out once again from RokaHeat on that defense in the second half. First half here, it's all up to Global to just win 9-0. That's what we have to see from Global. If they really want to win this map, RokaHeat, they need to win 6-3 at least in order to carry on into the second half here. So just waiting on all the players to ready up, and we will get this underway. Yeah, people in the chat saying their nerves, they can't take this anymore. I mean, it's absolutely crazy how close and intense this game has been. Look at those score lines. 10-1 on India for Global. A complete stomp. RokaHeat, they come back and they win 10-6 on the map pick of Global. 10-6. And then we have Fox signing where it's 10-8 for RokaHeat. X-Factor map that could have gone either way, but still surprising result. And then it's Airplane with a 10-8 result for Global. It looked like RokaHeat was able to win it. I even called that Global would stomp them on the side switch there, and they didn't. They kept it close. They kept it equal, which was very surprising. So even though it's 10-8, it doesn't really indicate that, Global completely had their number. This is truly the map to decide which team really deserves to be in second place, and it's absolutely crazy that we've had such a close game like this in the semifinals. And that half was like only 20 minutes long as well, so... We are going to head here into the first half of Duel Site, though, the final and 5th map in this very long series between Global and RokaHeat. It's all tied up 2-2. You heard that right. Global is actually having a difficult time here. They are potentially getting knocked out if they lose this map. However, if they win this map, they will knock RokaHeat out. Alright, so RokaHeat, let's see what exactly their plan of attack, is actually going to be. It looks like they're going to nade bomb one site completely, cleared a lot of different angles, but Cyphus might try to peek this. He peeks it, spots Cable playing at the bottom, and now he's going to be up for grabs from Epi and Kempa, who are playing at double doors. But Kaival, as soon as he peeks that angle, he's just going to get destroyed. But Nakaz takes down the trade frag, and no one else from the rest of the team on Global is prepared for that. However, Quam and Cable are both dead, and now Nakaz has dropped as well. So it's not looking good for the opening round here for Nakaz, or for RokaHeat, I should say. Alright, so 2-on-4 now for RokaHeat. Let's see. I mean, Wicked has to do some magic here. He's got a lot of players to work with. And wait a minute, where is Cactus playing? Oh, Cactus was in the greatest spot ever in Darkroom. I missed it, but he also just died, so it didn't really matter. Wicked with one frag. He's now very low HP. Gets that kill into Delcor, but that was a scope on scope. He needs to get this Cyphus kill. He comes up the ladder. No one's really prepared for him to get him. He does have the bomb. He could make his way over to 1 if he in time, but if he does keep shift walking, he doesn't have any more interactions with Global. By the time he gets to 1, he will have to plant. So he'll have to plant or get a kill and then plant, or get another kill and plant. So risky scenario for RokaHeat. However, he can get that 1 kill. It's most likely won't be all the players surrounding 1. And Epi is sitting in shower. He is pushing up now to figure out where he is playing, and oh no, it's so bad. Global, they're all going to start rotating over to 1. 20 seconds left. Wicked isn't going to have enough time. Delcor, or Taz is already coming down to the darkroom. Not enough time for him to plant or get a kill. Taz is only going to peek after he's planted. He's going to plant the bomb. 4 seconds! Does he have enough time? He doesn't have enough time. Gets the kill, but he doesn't get pushed. Wicked took a little bit too long. And I don't think he really knows how Global is going to play that either. So he doesn't know if they're going to keep one guy at each site, if they're going to group up. First round going to Global now. Alright, so Kimba pushing up fast and strong here. This is kind of what he did against whatever team they played before that I just... E-Rec War takes down Quam. Can he get the second? Can't land that recoil. So he will get dropped to Nakaz. Oh, Nakaz is going so huge for his team now. Getting 2 kills. Can he find a third? Delco has to run back as he was tagged. Oh, the pre-fire would have landed if he wasn't crouching, but Delcor crouches, gets the kill. Doesn't matter, Wicked takes down Cyphus. Oh, just a whole bunch of kills coming back and forth with Delcor here. Oh no, but Delcor gets taken down by Cable as he pushes from behind, so let's hop on board to Epi. He does have full HP, and it is a one-on-one. Kaivel is going to try to bait him in the stairs here. Excellent angle coming up from Kaivel. Epi really can't land those accurate shots there with that X95R after the first 3-4 shots. So Cable definitely did a lot of work. He'll probably be able to land the shot onto Epi if he goes to forklift, but he has a number of options for him to play. And Epi has to play it so cautiously that it could be his own undoing here. If he had just a bit more HP, he could just run into the site. Oh, but Cable is going to let him get into the site. Is he going to go for the ninja? Kaivel does spot him. He knows exactly where he is. And Epi's just going to go for the kill. And just not a tough time. Epi's just going to leave it go. Oh, Epi tries to bait him out by hugging the corner, but just needed 2 more seconds for that to actually work out. And RokaHeat winning a round again by objective, not by taking on in the individual skill. So great job to them. RokaHeat keep it close 1-1 to the dismay of Global, who wanted to probably get to 3 rounds before any other rounds were won there, but like exactly where Wicked is playing from. Though this isn't the scout, so I won't be able to get that jump shot. And this game has already been 2 hours long, guys. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Celsius versus Fire Pizza could be even better than this game, if you can believe it or not. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at 2000 CST. That's 2 p.m. Eastern. And look at that, Wicked getting that frag onto Taz. That's a great way to start the round for RokaHeat. Now they need to just continue it. Oh, missing the shot. It's actually tagged Cyphus, so now Cyphus is very low HP. Oh, but look at this. Kimpa is still alive and has something to say about it. Trying to work through the smoke. Trying to flank from behind. Epi coming in strong. But look at where Kwame is playing. Spots Kimpa, takes him down. And now it's all up to Epi. And Epi will get dropped as well by Nakaz. Nakaz is having so much impact. So when we look up these stats, I wouldn't be surprised to see him being the most consistent or MVP player of this entire game so far. Like, he's 5-2. The other 3 players on his team are 1-3 or 1-2, and it's Wicked who's 5-2 as well. And this is the trouble with dual site. No site is really like, you can really work a 7-1 set or on offense or defense as well. And RokaHeat, I like what strategies they're trying to employ here on offense, but this one they might be taking a little too slow. A lot of information might be given away. They do have Wicked playing over at the TV room. They do make noise in the shower. It should be called out. But there are 2 players playing on top of a ladder or at mid. So this retake for Global will come fast and swiftly from all directions as well. So it's going to be very hard for RokaHeat to hold it. This is like the perfect retake situation. RokaHeat, it takes down Cyphus. He needs to find the second player. He lets him get into the site. Alright, so now it's Cactus Lanty shots. Cactus can't do it. Qualm M can't do it. Can Wicked do it? Takes down Kimpa. Tries to find the player on ramp. He is getting pushed from all different angles. Finds Taz. Spots the other player. He's going to get pushed. Misses the shot. But he's not lit. Oh, with the headshot, Epi will clutch it out. Wicked doing so much work for his team. Got 3 kills, but the rest of his team couldn't suit up for the job. So that's going to be 2-2. Should have been RokaHeat's round. They defended it. Well, Wicked defended it perfectly. The rest of his team just couldn't land these kills. They took close range engagements with the point man of Epi. Epi got a whole bunch of kills there. Stellar job there from Wicked. His team let him down there. And that's what we see from Cactus. 1-4. Kaivel, 1-4. Like, they can't have these rounds that are so close and expect to win them when 2 players are performing so poorly for the team. Especially when Wicked is making such magical shots and he gets like 3 kills, 4 kills, whatever amount of kills he got. And Taz opened up strong with a great kill onto Wicked. Wicked being 8-4 is a pretty heavy loss here for RokaHeat. And now it's going to rely on the players that are underperforming to step up. And the cause is going to get taken down as well. And now all the worst performing players on RokaHeat are going to have to step up. We see Rocky Membo, he steps up. We've yet to see him shine. And he will get dropped as well by E.v.A. It's going to be a 1-on-4 for this guy. He takes down Taz, who continues to not land those first shot kills. Now he's got Delcor. Delcor misses as well. Rival trying to start something here. Does get tagged, but can't find the kill. Taking too long to do it. 3-2 for Global so far in this first half. E.v.A, look at that scoreline. 8-2. Delcor 8-4. Kimpa 7-5. And over on the other side, we have 10-4 for Wicked. Nakaz 6-4. And then we just don't really want to label off the score lines for the rest of the team members of RokaHeat. Maybe RokaHeat should pick up that retired Z-Tor. Alright, so a push is coming out here from RokaHeat. Oh, Taz is sitting inside of the box room. Can't land the first shot. What is happening here with Kybal? How do you make such terrible shots? That's how you lose an entire game in the final map. What just happened there? Kybal had that shot. Taz should have died, and he's 1 HP. Look at those HP values on Global. This is embarrassing for RokaHeat. What a travesty of a round for RokaHeat. If RokaHeat allows rounds like that, then they deserve to lose this half and potentially even the series, because that was just, I don't know what just happened there. From 3 players, they made so many mistakes like that. That's rough, man. That's rough for Wicked and Nakaz. I feel bad for them. Look at the defense play from Global. They're trying something new, and this could just throw a wrench into RokaHeat's plan. If they can't land these shots, they do land the shot onto E.v.A. Oh, they take down Taz, who is hiding at the barrels as well. Now it's the dark room kill. Can't get the kill into Cyphus, so Cyphus is still up and alive. And whenever Cyphus and Delcor are alive, anything can happen. It's a 2-on-5, and look at that. Delcor landing shots, gets the kill. Going to reposition himself. Bomb hasn't even planted yet. Delcor going for a cheeky pick here through the grating. Probably won't find anyone. Now it's going to be Cyphus. That needs to land this. He is very low, needs to just land that headshot. Oh, Quam gets taken out by a nade. Great teamwork there from Delcor. And now they're trapped inside of the site. It was a 2-on-4. Now it's a 2-on-4. There is a smoke up. Delcor goes in first. Pre-fire comes out from Cyphus. Takes down Captus. That was a UAV kill. And now somehow it's all up to Wicked. Wicked takes down Delcor. Cyphus, can you land the kill? No. Wicked clutches 1-on-2. What a crazy round. 3-4 now. RokaHeat getting that 3rd round. So RokaHeat just pulled a Global, and Global just pulled a RokaHeat. They had a huge number advantage, and then, you know, they just let it slide by. Then RokaHeat was able to secure it out, being a little bit like Taz there. Wicked was, I should say. But a full-on 1 push is coming out here from RokaHeat. Global, they're reacting to it perfectly. Oh no, Wicked's about to run into a whole bunch of players. Misses the shot. He dies without killing anyone. And now it's a problem, as RokaHeat, they're going to be trapped on this top of one site without being able to do anything unless they do something quickly, and they're losing players all over the place. Nakaz is last pearl alive. It really came down to Wicked needed to get that kill. Nakaz does get one. Can he do a 1-on-4? That's the question. He's got a player on his right. Isn't going to check it. It's going to get lit down to such low HP. This could be 5-on-3 for Global. And yeah, you can't get the kills. It's gonna be 5-on-3 for Global, and Wicked had to land one of those shots that he missed on Kimpo or the other player that was flanking. I think it was E.v.A. And Captus and Cable had to get some kills. They're 1-8. It may look like they're 3-8 on their team, but they're 1-8 for their team right now. That's just such a terrible scoreline. Like, for RokaHeat to actually have 3 rounds and have 2 players bottom fragging that much, it's displaying that Global, they don't have a great defense. That RokaHeat could be breaking through it. But Wicked is going to go for open frag, is going to miss it. And oh my god, A.v.A is going to just get so many kills here. Gets a double kill. Doesn't matter that he dies. Where is the individual fragging power that we saw in all the previous games from Kaibo and Captives? You can't just fall apart here in this most crucial game. It's 6-3 now for Global to win that final round. And now we're going to go into the final half, guys, unless we have a tiebreaker.
Man down.
Alright, so Global, they did 7-0 Celsia on defense. They did get 6-0'd by Celsia on offense. Kaivo and Captus have played better on defense than they have on offense. So maybe there is a glimmer of hope for RokaHeat. However, they would have to win 7-2, or like 7-0, 7-1, 7-2 in order to take it. If they bring it 6-3, they go to a tiebreaker. If they let Global win 4 rounds, just 4 rounds, they will be out. And that's really what it's coming down to, as you can see on the overlay now. Sorry about that. Absolutely crazy game. And if this final map is just a global stomp on the RokaHeat, then RokaHeat, they performed so well throughout the other maps, but just couldn't hold on to it into a 5th and final map. So really, RokaHeat, they need to play defense much better. Okay, so RokaHeat played defense better than they played offense. Wicked has to play as well as he was playing. Kaibo and Captus need to not suck completely. They can't go 1-8. Like, how do you go 1-8? It's just mind-boggling how they do that. They just get half the kills that they got. Like, they get 4 kills this half or 5 kills, and they will be fine to win this half. Nakaz has to play the same way he's playing every single round before. If he doesn't play as well as he has, it's Rocky Memo or Quamem that needs to actually step up and go massive for the team. Those are those 3 things. Global, they just need to play offense. If they push into 2, they need to play that post retake situation slowly and surely and land their shots. They need to work off of each other. Use that individual skill together, not take those 1-on-2 aim duels. Don't get flanked by any craziness from Captus at mid. We know Captus likes to push mid. Punish him for it. When you push aggressively, utilize your smokes, check your corners. It's just basic stuff that Global needs to remember here. And we will be able to head into this half soon, as the players just need to ready up. Alright, so just waiting on one more player here, guys. So in the short meantime here, go like us on Facebook if you like this content, you like the highlights we do, the interviews we do, all the fun content that we do produce for you guys. Go like us on Facebook. We're almost at 600 likes. Help us get past that little milestone. Go follow us on Twitter. On Twitter, we post match stats. So if you go look on Twitter, you click the link down below the stream, you can see what I mean by that. Like we post that global, like Epi had like a 3.3 KDR in his previous quarterfinal game. We said who the MVP of that game was, all that fun stuff. So if you like stats, you like keep tracking along with all that fun stuff, follow us on Twitter. Like Epi's on Twitter now as well. Go follow him. Don't miss out on that fun stuff. We have to use Twitter, guys, if we want to be a bigger community. Every player should be using Twitter. So go follow us on Twitter. Make your own Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube as well, guys. All this social media stuff really does help us. It helps us get better prizes from area. It helps us like expand what we do. It helps us do more content. It just covers the cost of hosting that website that we have as well. You can also support us by subscribing to our Twitch account. Hysteria is just subbed like a few days ago as well, so shout out to him. You can also just follow us on Twitch as well. Helps you get notified when we go live. We do have a crazy schedule. So if you like what you see, what you like, and all the content we do, make sure you guys support us so we can keep doing what we're doing, because without you guys, we couldn't do any of this stuff at all. We should have already hit 1 million views of this channel. So that's a really cool milestone to hit. Thanks to you guys for coming in, tuning in all the time. We should also be over like 2,800 followers. Hopefully we can hit 3,000 sometime soon. But thanks again to you guys. You guys really do make this scene sparkle. And I think everyone's ready, and we can head into the final second half. At least we hope, unless we go to a tiebreaker. Between Global and RokaHeat of Dual Sight, it is tied up 2-2 in map score. Global won the first half 6-3, so a fairly big margin. Which means they only need 4 rounds to win this and go to the grand finals. A much more difficult game than they expected. But don't count RokaHeat out yet. They've come back from worse. And all they would have to do is win 7 rounds in order to just win immediately and force Global out. So it really is very tense here between these two teams. A lot of pressure in this first round on who can win it. If RokaHeat can win this, and they are on a very good track, lots of pressure gets shifted over to Global. However, if Global can take this first round, man, RokaHeat has no room for error after that. Oh, look at that. Cable with that kill on to Syfez, starting off strong. Oh no, and here comes Wicked with that kill all the way over onto Delcor. So Delcor going to be taken out. Oh, Taz missing the shot, not getting that kill. He is actually going to get pushed out by Quam. Oh, the no-scope from Wicked. But 2 kills do come out. It's going to be Epi's last player alive. So it's going to be a 1-on-2. It looked like it would be a larger of a gap here for RokaHeat, but Epi did get 2 kills. So he's on 2 kills now. So it was a 1-on-4. Can he get a 1? Can he get these last 2 kills? He's in a 1-on-2. Trying to go fast. Will get shut down immediately by Cactus. So Cactus and Kybal each getting a kill this round. That's what we need to see. They've already gotten more kills than what they got in the previous half, and they won a round. Surprise, surprise. And now Global, what does this indicate? Does this indicate that they need to change things up on offense, or they need to try it again and just land their shots? What happened in that first round for Global's offense? As I did say, Global's offense on Dual Sight was a little shaky. So hopefully they can prove us wrong and actually give us a good game here. And I will add the mini-map up for you guys now if you guys want a full screen of what's working out here. Oh, look at that. Epi. Oh no, that's going to be Taz pushing up, take down Wicked inside a 2 site. And now Cactus needs to go ham here with that AK-47 to land these shots, but Kimpa will get another kill. Oh, but not before Quam gets another kill. Cactus can't land this kill. He has to get this frag. He's going to try to UAV. UAVs. He's getting pre-fired. Oh, but he can't even land to manage the kill here. And now it's going to be Nakaz. Nakaz, last player alive in a 1-on-4. He needs to get this kill. He's not going to get the kill just yet. He's going to look around. He's gonna wait for the players here. He turns around, needs to turn around now before he gets shot. Oh. That's Global taking the second round. Just 2 more rounds for 3 more rounds for Global instead of 4. 6 more rounds for RokaHeat though. So RokaHeat just needs to win the next 2 rounds in order to keep their round ratio on their side here. Tell your friends that this game is going on, and that is the final half to tune in, and we are seeing a massive push from Global into showers here. It's up to Cactus and Nakaz. Cactus trying to push up as well. Nakaz gets a really nice shot onto Taz, takes down the scope, but Delcor is waiting for them to peek again. Oh, the flank from behind on Epi is just too strong. Is he going to get a 3rd kill? Kaiba's going to have to back out of there, can't land those kills. And that's going to be Quam and Wicked that need to work together to get these frags. Quam has to go fast. This is the first headshot. Can't get the other one. It's all up to Wicked. It's getting pushed. Takes down Cyphers. Looking for a 3rd. Or a 2nd, I should say. Almost hitting Delcor, but Delcor will take him down. 2-1 for Global. And RokaHeat, they either need to get the kills when they play a player inside of that 2 site, or not play in 2 site and play complete retake. Cactus is still playing in it, so potentially the same mistake, so they're just relying on Cactus to step up his individual play, which we haven't seen at all throughout the group stage or the quarterfinals of the playoffs, or throughout some of these other maps. So it's really interesting that they're just letting Cactus play in there and not addressing that issue at all. They are going to have Epi to contend with over at the 1 site. Let's see what he can do. He is trying to push in. And pushing inside the side, he will, but he will get dropped immediately. This is going to force an immediate push from everyone over here at Global. They take down Cactus because he's played the same spot every single round. And this is where Wicked has to step up and get at least 2 kills, or at least tag someone to allow his team to get in here. But a 3-team flank. Do they even spot where Taz is playing? Taz turning around. Taz in a clutch scenario, misses the shot, gets shot from behind. It's not looking good here. It's up to Cyphers. Gets 1 kill, gets a 3rd free, gets a 3rd frag spray down. They all line up for Cyphers. What a terrible mistake or misplay coming here from RokaHeat. Wicked gets 1 frag, but it's not. Oh, he actually gets the kill on to Cyphers. Sorry, I missed that, but Cyphers just got a 3 kill spray down onto RokaHeat, and it's Wicked that once again that has to bail his team out. Wicked needs to find another team, at least on this dual site map. Alright, so it has all reset back to 2-2 in this round series. Crackheads, they only need 2 rounds. Meanwhile, 5 rounds are needed for RokaHeat to win this map. Just 4 would be needed for RokaHeat to tie, but they definitely don't want to take this to a tiebreaker. We haven't had one yet in the series, so maybe we will actually have one. Alright, so where is Taz looking to go? If he goes down this ladder, he will get caught by Cactus. So Cactus is now pushing up fast and hard. But let's hop onto Wicked as he has a lot of work to do here. Misses 1 player at the tank. Oh, he's going to get flanked from behind by Epi. This RokaHeat's layout isn't that great. RokaHeat, Kaibo, he's going to push down to try to flank, but he gets the kill onto Delcor. Oh, he can't flip with the 2nd kill onto Epi. He needed to get that kill for his team. It is a 3-on-3. Still could go either way. Quamem is very low though, and Epi, 1 hit as well with that X95R. Quamem is on the top of the site. Is he going to try to get pushed by Kimpa? Oh, what? I can't even ask why they're jumping around like that. The cause can't even outgun Epi. He's or Kimpa, that was very low HP. The cause needs to land this shot, or else the best his team can do is tie the series. And he's going to screw himself over by going to Dark Room. Now he's got all these angles to cover. And he gets taken out immediately by Kimpa. So the best RokaHeat can do is tie. They are 1 round away from being knocked out. Global, one win. That's all we're looking here from Global. And despite RokaHeat's glorious performance in all the other maps, it all means nothing. How close they kept it, all the maps they won, all their hard work just means nothing, and they are definitely going to be heavily disappointed in it. So Global, of course, they're going to be delighted to win this round if they can, because of how close the series actually was. Alright, so here comes Global. They push into the site again. Captus immediately taken down. What a surprise. Wicked going down as well. He does grab one frag. Nakaz trying to go huge here. He will get dropped as well by Cyphus. Cyphus going absolutely crazy here. Quambam, same position as a few rounds ago. Needs to land a whole bunch of kills. Does flank a whole bunch of them. Takes down Cyphus, but needs to not get antsy. He gets antsy. He gets dropped. And that's going to be it. A 10-5 victory on dual site coming out from Global, winning the entire series 3-2. So despite RokaHeat's great performance, Wicked kept performing, the Cause kept performing, Quam was doing okay, Captus and Cable dropped the game for RokaHeat here. So yeah, basically, if Captus and Kybal hadn't dropped the ball in both halves there, like Captus, what was that two-side hold? What were you doing on offense? Kybal couldn't land any shots for his life with that AK-12 every time he tried to rotate into that two-side. If they had just gotten 3-4 kills each, it could have already been a 6-3 victory. Wicked is top fragging. You have Quam, who did okay. And you have Nakaz, who's performing consistently throughout these entire games. There's only like one map where Wicked didn't perform that well, and even then, he made up for it in every other single game. Captus, and Cable, what were they doing, guys? I don't know. But for Global, great job to them. They did exactly what they needed to do to win it out. We'll try and get an interview with Global later on in the week about the grand finals, about the whole thing, and maybe whatever else about that. But yeah, Global, it was a very close game. They're definitely not as scary on Hammer Blow as we thought. Airplane is even a map where they have some difficulty. Fox Hunting is a map they have some issues they need to work on as well. India, it's a pretty easy map for them. But Dual Site, they showed that they could win rounds on offense. They were a little scary. I firmly believe if RokaHeat had two players that could frag, I think RokaHeat would have won this. Global's offense was rush 2. They went to 1. They lost it once. They went to 1 again. It looked very scary. So yeah, I don't know what could have been. However, we do know Global took this series. They're going to be heading to the grand finals, which will be next weekend. Tomorrow we have Celsia taking on Fire Pizza at 2 p.m. Eastern, 2000 CET. Don't miss that game. Follow us, like us, subscribe to us on all of our social media. We have stats on Twitter. We have interviews and announcements on Facebook. Our website has all the interviews. Website will have match reviews and stuff like that. Our YouTube, it has me doing analysis videos. I did an hour analysis videos of the 2 quarterfinal games and a preview analysis of these 2 semifinal games. They went pretty much as well. They didn't go any much as we expected in the scoreline, but the performances and the other analysis I mentioned definitely came into play here into this game. So if you want to know who's going to win in the grand finals, check out the grand final analysis video. If you want to know who's going to win tomorrow, go check out the video that is on YouTube now. Subscribe to us on YouTube, support us, help us do more, and support all the teams and ESL, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. See you later.